is just playing discordant notes the whole time. It's not great.
All right, I gotta make a brand new Twitter post for this game. It's gonna be epic.
So very, very epic. That tab.
We're getting there, folks. Stand by.
I'm not in a rush.
Oh no, I'm
I
talking
don't
to the stream.
rush. Oh, the stream is there.
Yeah, it's 8:30. It's time.
I didn't know.
It's time. It's time. We are prompt professionals.
I stream.
Absolutely.
I tweeted a tweet earlier being a desperate needy
I saw.
Twitter girlfriend about the show. Should probably.
Why do these other shays show up before the one that I actually follow? Shenanigans.
I have no idea. Like,
Ooh.
it also happens on Twitch when you try to rate somebody. Like, okay, I want to rate this person that I follow. Who the fuck are these 70 people?
Yeah, like who are these other people that are not them? It's like
I have never seen anything from these people. Who the fuck are you?
I don't follow you people. Oh, almost sent one.
Why are you my recommendations? I don't want you there. Get away.
Almost sent one to not Frost because I typed in the wrong thing. It almost went to Thug Trup instead of Frost, and I was like, I don't think they care about our game. But what if?
Hey, you never know.
But what if?
I've been desperately waiting for this.
Yeah. Hey, listen, if they want to make 3D models for all of your characters, I would be fine with that. If you're under 18, do not look up the name of that person that I mentioned because I'm not responsible for it.
Oh. Now I remember who they are.
Yeah. Okay.
I think if they made 3D models for us, we wouldn't be able to show them.
No, we wouldn't. Naomi, what's your Twitter one again?
It's me _ Mimi. It's ME _ MIMI.
It's
10.
Wait, no, see, because it's doing the same thing where it's bringing up all these extra people that I don't care about.
Try at Big Booty Judy. That'll help.
That's not me.
Yeah, we know.
I found you.
What did I need to do? Oh, good. Thank goodness. I thought I didn't exist for a moment.
Nah, you're good. Now I just had to shorten the Twitter post down to fit all of our stuff in. Okay. That's out. There we go. So, hello everyone. Welcome back once again. We got our proverbial fucks out thanks to Dougler. I definitely didn't plug a artist of ill repute, but sex work is legitimate work, so don't at them or do at them with commissions.
Or this cat wants to say hi.
The cat also wants to say hi, so and frankly, my dear, murder is the oldest profession.
You know,
They go
I don't
hand
know
in
if
hand.
it was paid. So
You know, that's fair. But
yeah, profession implies that you're being rewarded with
What if it was rewarded with the satisfaction of a job well done?
I think that's just a hobby then.
Have you considered a
What
sense
if-
of pride and accomplishment?
What if it was a sex worker assassin? And so both of them went hand in hand at the same time.
You're just
What
gonna
if-
blow. You're just gonna spoil all of my character beats like 2 seconds into this stream.
You didn't roll Bard, sorry.
You know, I do have a character concept for that.
We all have a
I mean,
character
look,
concept for
Calendria
that, and it's
crushes
a great
watermelons with thighs. It's
What
fine.
if I
She
paid
kills
for
men that
murder
way
with
too.
Exposure.
I just have the idea.
Yeah, that's how all of my assassins are getting paid now. And I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, hon.
I only do assassinations via being paid with assassin coin. It's this new minted currency that only works in the Underdark.
But we shortened it to
Ooh.
$ASS.
And
You mean
it's-
a
it's
dollar
ma-
sign, dollar sign?
It's made of actual electrum, not that fake currency melding crap.
Oh no. Oh no. Has Hallister just been shilling Bitcoin this entire time by trying to get you all to invest in Electrum?
Musk
Right.
promised he would achieve immortality. He just became an old crazy wizard to do.
Oh no.
oh yeah, that's what I needed to do. I need
That's
to
why you
open-
get paid in electrum at the end of Temple of Elemental Plane of Evil.
Yeah. Listen, Hallister's just evil. That's why he wants you to invest in Bitcoin. You know what? At least he hadn't gone to NFTs yet, so that's more of a Xanathar
No, that's-
thing.
No, that's an Elminster thing, and we all know it. That dude's traveling around trying to get everyone to buy his like bored Mistra pictures, and it's just
Oh no.
Mistra in various different forms.
It's just her
I used to-
hair
I
is
used to-
different color.
I used to
We're
bone
swerving
her.
the plot of the game to find them, right?
He might find
and,
you.
And
That's what Volo's paying us in. Fucking bored apes.
Oh
But it's just-
no!
But it's just Volo thams.
If he pays
So-
you in NFTs, you have my permission to kill him.
Oh yeah.
It's Volothamp, but he's got Minsk's little eye thing, and he's bald. Isn't that cute? He's got a little Volothamp hamster on his shoulder.
Oh,
okay,
no.
so we have to be creative with how we kill him.
Exposure right to a fire.
Yeah.
Push out a window into a fire.
I mean, I was gonna recommend shoving the NFTs down his throat. But,
Mhm.
I do like killing them by exposure.
I'm just here for the journey.
I gotta think of a
Friends I
very
make along the way.
I have to think of a very funny acronym for NFTs now that fits D&D. Anyways, hey,
Anyways,
we're here for this game. Who wants to do our wonderful recap?
We hung out in a bar and got into a fight, and then Volo was like, "Yo, sup, bitches? How about you come be my escorts, but in the fighting bad guys if they show up kind of way." The end.
That is the quick and dirty summary, yeah.
Very quick and dirty.
We also had a fun little conflict within the
Jay, press the top.
Push to
Yeah,
talk.
We had a
quiet
fun little
again.
conflict in the yawning portal because someone thought it would be a good idea to fight when what's his name said no fighting, and I was like, hey, and we kicked him out.
Most of
Or
them.
kicked him dead.
You kicked most of them out.
Yeah, what's his name? Cut a guy in half.
Durham.
Durham cut him in half.
Technically, it would have been force. He cut him at the knees.
Oh, it was at the knees. Okay, well, still, belegged him.
He gave
Yeah.
him the Cotton Hill treatment.
Yep. He got Cotton Hilled. And Durnan
I want to
probably
also
did kill
have the wallet
Fittyman.
taken from him and just shoot it into the cavern hole thingy.
I was supposed to find a dress, but I slept. Oh no, now I have to Google dresses.
Oh no.
How terrible! I need a Pinterest account.
mhm.
I just almost Googled Google.com.
Let me Google that for you. Google.com. Blink. Anyways, hey, why don't we go ahead and reconvene ourselves from this wonderful map? We'll say the next morning, at the yawning portal. Bling belong. You've all gathered once more at the tavern. It's just kind of safe to assume that for right now, you all are staying out of the yawning portal. You're adventurers. You have a gig income kind of lifestyle, which thankfully staying at an inn, especially one as well established as the yawning portal, means it doesn't cost much, but it does mean you also have to go out and work, which is, the quid pro quo of being an adventurer. So it's morning. A few of you are hungover. A few of you are satisfied from a night well spent. Others had spent the evening doing, various other things. But as we said, it's morning. You do not need to be at the Sparant Tower or the Hawkman until the evening. So you have time to figure out what you all want to do with the rest of your day, which is where we bring the focus in now.
So I'm probably sitting there, like, finishing up a very hearty breakfast. And once, like, everyone else arrives, and Rose is a mercenary. She's used to getting up early. So I'm going to travel into the North Ward for a bit. I feel like I need to drop something.
Did you want company? I can go with. I mean, I want to go. I want to go shopping before we go to this thing tonight, and I wanted to meet somebody privately and see if they would come with me.
Okay.
Okay.
Who are you meeting?
It's a secret. Just in case, I get turned down.
Oh no.
Why is her name Secret?
Weird of you to presume it's a female.
Secret. They've got
Oh,
a secret.
I said they, not she.
Oh, sorry. Well, that was my brain.
Weird
I
of
don't
you
know.
to presume that they presume.
Weird of you to presume their pronouns are they, them.
Well, who wants to go shopping?
It's supposed to be a fancy party, so we should have fancy clothes.
Yeah, probably best.
Yes. Also, I don't remember
Alright.
which one of you it was. I drank a lot of wine last night, but one of you guys said you'd buy me a pretty dress because I only have like 10 gold.
Did say I'd lend you some money.
See, I'll get you back.
I think we said we'd all come together to get them, so.
Maybe we can get like a deal where we get our clothes cheaper because we buy for the group. I don't know.
Well, if it's a thing he's going to, they probably know about it. So if the more of us show up looking to buy one, we might be able to get something out of that.
Hey, Kalindra,
Yeah.
you know who would help you guys get great deals on a group discount of dresses? A bard.
If only somebody had played the minstrel.
If only somebody had played a bard.
You know who else could help us get discounts on beautiful outfits? Honey.com. No, wait, no, we're not sponsored. I can't say it.
Grinding coffee. Oh wait, they probably
It's-
only do coffee.
It's time for our intermission, fueled by HelloFresh.
Come on, Grinding Coffee Co. I want coffee dresses now.
So funny you mentioned that. There are several pending sponsorships, including HelloFresh, that I did not take simply because we are going to be on vacation for the next month, so we would earn no money taking a sponsorship from them. But we definitely could have plugged HelloFresh during this game.
We can if they're still offering to come back. Look, I'm poor and hungry. Send me food, I will cook it, and then tell everybody about how great it is.
Yeah, unfortunately, we have to. There are criterias we have to meet, and we wouldn't make them within the month that we are gone.
Did you fart? I think the cat farted.
Oh no! You make your con saving throw yet?
What a rascal.
What a rascal! Frost, I really thought
Oh
those
no,
like
I didn't. Oh shoot.
that's that's a 2 out of 2. I thought your beard had flowers hanging on it, and I realized it's just your shirt.
Oh, I see it now, and it's super cute.
Just
Ah.
living my best life, just a skeleton on an island.
I thought you were just embracing your best druid life and had flowers in your beard.
That's next character.
Next character. Just don't do like
So I
Shane where
probably
you
have like a -1 con, so I got an 11. What's a cat fart?
probably only 10.
Okay, so I made my save.
Yeah, you're probably good. All right. So hey, you guys want to go shopping, huh? That's the plan?
So is this the
What kind of-
actual people in the tavern right now?
It's early morning, so there are probably like other people there, but the important people will have tokens on there.
I'm gonna say, hey guys, I'll be back in a few minutes. I don't know if I'll get a chance later. And I go, whoop, over here. So I see that's Three Finger, right? I hope I'm right. Right?
You want to address him as Three Finger?
I don't know their name.
Oh no. It's three strings.
Three Strings. Okay. Yeah, I don't know their name, and neither does Begonia, so it's
I
fine.
mean, that was the joke Nimue made. She was gonna make him Three Fingers when because he was a competing bar,
That's true.
Mhm.
She did threaten to break his hand.
and then cut one of his strings off on his lute.
Oh gosh, she was such
He,
a bitch.
he still has nightmares
he's-
about that day.
Now he's 2 strings.
Well, good thing that's not canon.
So, yeah, I guess I walk over and I open with a very clumsy, and I probably like trip over a floorboard a little bit, and I like fix my hair a little bit and look up really coy, like with big eyes, and I say, hi, I'm Begonia.
He looks at you with a bit of a smile and he says, "Oh, well, good morning to you, Begonia. Well, I'm not performing right now, so just between you and I, Matrim is my name."
Matrim? That's a
Mat-
pretty name. Where do you
No,
hail?
Begonia is a pretty name. Matrim is simple. It's fine.
I'm not from around these parts, so like I'm not familiar.
Oh,
But yeah, I just wanted to say last night your performance was great. I listened to the whole thing, and although the scene was sort of a mess, it was, I don't know, your music made it feel like beautiful chaos.
that's
And she blushes a little bit and looks down at her feet.
That's quite the compliment, considering the performance you and your companions put on. Even
Oh, well.
Turnin was pleased enough not to throw you all out for partaking in the fighting. It's a good thing. Don't misconstrue. I'm very
Well,
happy to hear that you are still allowed in here, Begonia. My
Well,
music would wane if you weren't.
Oh, and she like literally has butterflies. Is like, oh.
Literal butterflies fly out of her mouth.
Yes. No, I bet Effie like shoots little fake butterflies out of the pendant. But shoot, what was I gonna say? I'm Naomi's bullshit.
She's equally tongue-tied.
I just like glance over to Calendria and I'm like, if we end up carrying a bard around in her necklace, do you think that'll help us at all?
You always have music at least.
Always have the
Well-
music in your heart.
Ooh, Rose, we could have fight music. That would be great.
Just turn on the necklace whenever we need.
Exactly. Okay, you know what? That sounds like a plan.
Just,
Get them up air.
just plotting kidnapping right here in the open.
Oh, like 3 people probably did that before we even came downstairs. It's fine. One of them was Durham. He's just like, look, someone owes me money. We're gonna go get it.
There was probably a silence from Begonia for about the length of time that they were having their little chat over there, and I don't know.
He would just be. He would just be.
Notice, but she's like, I don't know.
He would just be
she has steam
staring.
coming out of her ears.
Yeah, he seems intent to just kind of stare for a moment, and finally says, "Forgive me, Begonia, but I have the feeling you came here for more than to compliment my performance."
Well, I want to compliment a lot of things. I really like your hair. But no, you're right. I'm sorry. I'm not great at this, but would you like to go to an event with me tonight?
An event, you say? Why?
Yeah.
I don't think I have anything going on tonight outside of playing here at the portal.
Oh, are you saying yes? Oh my God, I wasn't. Are you saying maybe like that?
Why would I say no? Such a beautiful woman.
She's absolutely just like imploding. You know, I don't know what gave me the brazenness to come over here and ask you, but I really thought that like if I didn't do so, I would never get the opportunity to again, and I'd really like to get to know you. So
I can't have you living with regrets, my dear.
Yeah, and I think that's what it was. But yeah, me and my my friends over there, we're going shopping. It's a high society event, so it requires fine attire. I don't know if you have anything for that. I'm sure you do, but we're going to go and buy some dresses and get made up, and I can meet you there, or we can go together, or...
Bard is nothing without their finery. If you wish to make it a surprise, I could meet you there.
I forget the name. Naomi forgets the name of the place. What was the...
You're going to be meeting at the Sparunt Tower, which is built into the Hawkman statue.
Okay, so I relay that. I'm like, so, the event starting at twilight at the Sparum Tower, built into the Hawkman statue. It's a book signing. A patron of the bar last night asked us to help and be, I don't know, I guess like a...
You mean Volothamp?
Yeah, that's the one. Kind of a weirdo, but like...
Oh, he means well. He's actually a very well-respected scholar.
Yeah, no,
certain circles.
It's just a from somewhere in the tavern.
Yeah, I've heard of him before I met him, but yeah, it was interesting, let's say, conversing and receiving the offer to kind of arrive as, I wouldn't say protectorate, but like a bodyguard thing. I don't know. I think he just wants a bunch of buff ladies there. I think it's his thing.
Well, far be it from me to judge him for his taste.
Well, I assure you, he is not of my taste. And I look back at Three Strings, and I have a little bit of, I don't know, a little bit more confidence than I did in the beginning, because, I don't know, she didn't have to deal with being told no, I guess. And she, like, looks, and she still has, like, a bashful coyness to her, but she looks with really big brown eyes and kind of gives a little wink, and she's like, I'll see you there.
Until twilight.
Until twilight. I will return to my friends now. And she kind of like hops up with like a little skip in her step. And she gets over to the table and she like does a little twirl before sitting down on Calendria's left side at the table.
And being only like 2 tables away, guys, you guys probably heard most of that.
Yeah, we were, at least Begonia wasn't being quiet. She was probably a little louder than intended because of her nerves, to be honest.
No,
That's
that seemed to
normal.
went well.
That went way better than I expected. Also, Rin, thanks for humoring me with that scene. I really wanted
Quite
to do
all right.
that.
I do feel like maybe about like halfway through that once.
Push to talk.
Push to talk.
Sorry, I do feel like maybe like about halfway through that, I would have like gathered up my plate and things because like if we stay here, also having learned to pull her own weight, it might just be habitual. But I feel like I would like stand up and like gather like any plates and things and even if she's not allowed in the kitchen, at least bring them to Bonnie.
Yeah, and you bring them over. You bring them over to the counter, and you see that Bonnie is having her breakfast alongside this older-looking human. It's the same spot he was sitting in the night before. Whether or not he had left or not remains unclear. But he does have tired eyes, dark circles underneath heavy bags. But he's eating a plate of eggs, and he has like a fresh cup of coffee. But he kind of regards Rose with a nod. And Bonnie says, "Oh, sweetie, you don't need to worry about that. I'll take care of those dishes for you."
All right. I do appreciate you, Bonnie.
Of course, it's what my job's for.
And kind of like looking like back over her shoulder at where like all the blood splatters were, and it's like, I see the mess yesterday didn't leave any marks.
Oh, we got it all cleaned up. It's quite all right. Durnan takes pride in taking care of this place.
That he does. Would we know who this is, or at least seen him around a lot?
He is always at the bar. You would know him as one of the many familiar faces. His name is Gelester Silvermane. Boop.
Lester, good morning to you.
Rose. He just kind of nods.
Well, I won't disturb you during your breakfast, but if y'all need anything, we're about to head out.
Can't think of anything. Guard's keeping a good eye on this place. Don't worry. He just kind of nods.
Give a nod back. Since she was told not to worry about it, she does just give like a nod of appreciation, both to Durnan and Bonnie. You know, I know I'm not going to get any conversation out of Durnan.
He just kind of grunts at you.
It's that he's very That means he's very appreciative and talkative.
So the plan was to go find a tailor shop.
Finery boutique.
There's a place I'd like to stop by first before we get enveloped in silks.
Silks.
I can't wait.
Sure, where to?
The North Ward.
So
The north.
the North Ward is all the way on the northern side of Waterdeep.
Fine, we'll hire
Where
a
were
taxi.
we? Oh, there's the yawning portal. Okay.
Yep. You will find that the Yawning Portal is located in the Dock Ward on the southern side, the southern half of the city, because it is divided into two portions, really. And it's actually, I've learned that it's actually incredibly misleading because the city is built on like rising plateaus. So the lower side has a much lower elevation because it's right there at the docks and the water. And the further north you get, the higher the elevation is. So, like, the upper parts are actually slightly higher elevated. You can kind of see it when you go to the edges of the city on the eastern side, but it's like,
It could definitely use some topography on the map, but I get what you're saying. It's easy to see in the depth of the harbor.
Yeah, there are other maps where they actually show the elevation topography style that look really cool. It's just not provided here. They're like third-party maps of people who made them themselves, and they're like, I just found it while researching stuff about Waterdeep, and it was very neat. And I was just like, oh, and like it explains why some parts of the city don't have walls either, because the elevation is just too high for an army to try and scale.
Fair.
Anyways, so North Ward, there are carriages, and stagecoaches that run all throughout the city. It's almost like a metropolis has a public transportation system in place to help navigate the hundreds of thousands of citizens that live within this large swath of land. And
I guess the carriages run down the cobbled roads, but not the dirt roads.
Well, actually, before I make any assumption,
do you make any assumptions?
I may have jumped to making an assumption. Would I know where the Dancing Haven is located?
Not likely. You have not been given a formal invitation, after all.
No, but yeah, okay. All right, never mind then.
It's only the second It's only the second episode. You have time.
Yeah. Okay. Might not need to go to the North Ward then.
So, how much are you looking to spend? Because you may still end up in the North Ward.
I have 10 gold I can put towards fineries.
I have 31.
Are we counting our whole bag? Because I have 10 I want to hold on to for, emergencies.
How much are you willing to spend?
10. And then I'm taking a twist loan, as you would.
20 will be my
You're
cap.
accepting an item from a fey creature? That's bold.
I have I don't know, it's fine.
So, Twist's giving 5 gold to, loaning 5 gold to Begonia, and she's willing to spend 20 as well.
Yeah, 20 will be my cap. I do want to keep actually no. So I was thinking, and this is kind of just kind of coming to me, but one of my items is a token from a fallen foe. Can that be from the priestess I killed?
Certainly can.
Well, that's what it is.
Okay. So, there is a shop not too far from you all called Pytron's Clothiers. It specializes in, guess it, clothing. There's also... any other tailor shops? This handy map puts all the locations on here for me, but it doesn't do a very good job of narrowing down my search. Okay, I think the closest one would be this clothier shop that I mentioned. It's in the Southern Ward, which would save you some time in traveling. It's just down the Dragon's Way. So you really would just kind of cross over. Okay, my map's not moving. You would cross over from the Soothsayer's Way, then down the way of the dragon. From there, it would be in one of the alleys between the way of the dragon and the high road on Slop Street. What a name. Slop Street. Okay. Yeah, okay, I see where it is. It's right meow. It's in this area here. Would you like to go there? There is another location you could go as well. But that would be in the other direction.
I would like to ask a feminine presenting person on the street who looks dressed well to do where a good place to get fineries would be.
Make me a I almost said diplomacy. And
Investigation?
Investigation will work. 16. Okay. So, this side of the dock ward, that being a little more to the northern side of the dock ward, is much better off than, say, things closer to Fish Street or Ship Street or even the
Clock
docks
Street
themselves.
gave away that it's probably not a great place to get finery.
Well, the southern ward isn't too bad. Keep in mind that the southern ward is different from the dock ward. But the name Slop Street
I just
does...
like how all of that area is just named after various fish or boat stuff. Like, just the creativity there.
Yeah, it's fine. There's nothing to worry about there. You do catch somebody, though, because this side of the dock ward is a little better off. And so you approach, we'll say, a half-elf, dressed very femininely. You ask them where they might have got their clothes, if they have any recommendations for a nice tailor, and they seem very open and cordial. It's not a rude question to ask after all, because you probably lace the question with compliments about how they looked and how nice the outfit is. And they tell you that they had actually gotten it up in the Sea Ward from a place called Sungold Tailors.
Excellent. Thank you so much. Once again, I love your outfit. It's really becoming, and it
Oh, darling, thank you so much.
It accentuates your physique really well. It's just quite wonderful.
I would hope so. I spent so many dragons on it.
I imagine. Well, thanks again. We're off. We have a busy day.
And so she dismisses herself as well. So you have your options. You can head to Slop Street, or you can head up to the Sea Ward.
Well, guys, realistically, and I hold out my money, including the 5 gold that I received from Twist. What do you guys think? Do you think we're better off down in the Southern Ward or in the Trade Ward? Or wait, I wasn't paying attention to anything you said like a moron. I think that's what you said.
Sea Ward.
Sea Ward.
Which is next to the North Ward.
So yeah, I posit the question to the whole group, just like, hey, what do you think with the monies?
I mean, I'm good either way. I guess it depends on how much we're all willing to chip in to look fabulous tonight.
Since 3 Strings said yes, I'll chip in another 5 gold. I just want to make sure I have a security blanket, you know? I don't know. I don't want to be broke in the city I'm unfamiliar with.
I mean, Volo's gonna.
I mean, we were promised. Yeah, Colonel's like, well, we were promised payment afterwards, so maybe it'll cover at least the expenses. So.
At least isn't a worthy.
Yeah, never trust a promise, which is kind of a very cynical way to look at things. But
I mean, look, you're right. Exposure's the worst kind of,
Didn't you all accept a contract written out on a napkin?
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
That contract is binding.
Legally binding.
Yeah, but
besides,
the
even if
whole of the contract wasn't established.
even if all we get is compensation for this, it's also word from Volothamp, an established author that carries weight, especially
Also,
around
And
I just want
populated
to say,
cities.
if he does
I
somehow
feel like
die, we don't get anything. So
Here's the thing. I feel like word from Volothamp means either a target on our back or buying us off because so many people hate him.
Do people hate him?
I don't know.
You can offer
That's
to
what it
pay us the
sounds like.
exposure.
Yep.
he
I mean,
did
most
kinda say
well-off people pay an
were-
exposure.
He did kind of say like he was being listened to at the portal. So I don't know. Maybe he's already dead.
If that were true, here's the thing: if that were true, he would have already known who these people were and would have not left our sites. But he insisted on not, so I don't know. Anyway,
Probably expects some kind of public spectacle, and that's why he wants company during it.
See, well, I don't know. I still vote we go up to the C ward and take the fine maiden's advice and go shopping where she was, because that dress was fucking fabulous.
I hail the taxi.
Yeah. So we're gonna bring that back for sure.
It's so catchy.
No, it's fine.
Is
So
it
per
like
person now.
those like hand carts that
I hail a
you see?
carriage.
yeah, you hail a carriage, and after a moment, a tabaxi comes, and it's one of those rickshaw carts, but it's large enough for 4 people to get into. And this tabaxi settles in, and he says, "Hey, kids, where are we heading? All aboard the tabaxi taxi."
We're off to the C ward.
All right, well, you hold on, and Rascal will get you there in a flat.
Rascal in a
I'm
flat.
sorry, Rascal is now canon in this game.
That's amazing. I'm okay with it, but I am going to make is sneak not a no stealth. I'm going to make a stealth roll
Mm-hmm.
to kind of scritch the tabaxi behind their ear while they're driving the rickshaw, and if
That'd be a
they
sleight
turn
of hand.
That would be a sleight of
Okay.
hand.
that's fine. But if they turn around, I'm going to point at. I guess I'll roll a d3.
There's
One
just-
is Twist, 2 is
he just-
Calandria, and 3 is Rose.
He just points to the sign that says, "Please do not give the tabaxi taxi ear scritches."
Rose is the one I'll point at if they turn around. So
They definitely turn around.
okay.
Now
probably catch me. I'm
Now,
guessing.
now make a deception roll, please, if you're gonna try and
Okay.
pass it off.
See, I'm actually good at deception.
Ah, you are. So yeah, you point to Rose, and
I'm just sitting there like cross-armed, like quiet.
yeah, he just says, "Please refrain from giving the tabaxi taxi ear scritches. Thank you."
Sorry, what?
He just continues to huff it. And he will use feline agility to dash quite often to get y'all where you need to go quickly. That being said, you all arrive in the Sea Ward not too long after. It's going to cost a couple silver. We'll just say it's negligible for this because I only really care about the big purchases that come in gold and stuff. So, you arrive at Sungull Taylor's. You come upon a small flagstone plaza filled with well-to-do shoppers and merchants. With dozens of people going about their business, it is difficult to navigate along the streets. Suddenly, the crowd parts, making way for a tall elven woman. She is clad in an impeccable red satin dress, the color contrasting, I can read, with her snow-white wings. She walks like a queen among her subjects, gently passing through the doors of the 3-story building with the name Sungull Taylor's golden letters inlaid into the dark timbers of the building.
Ooh,
First
she's
and
pretty.
foremost, I wave enthusiastically and say, "Thank you for the ride, Tabaxi Taxi."
It's my pleasure. If you ever need another ride, just don't hesitate to ask for Rascal.
Rascal it is.
Then he gives you a little meow and scurries off.
Cool. Yeah, and I don't know. I'm super excited, and I'm ready to find some dresses and spend the day shopping. Sorry if I'm being like super fucking gay right now, guys.
Be super fucking gay. No judgment here. So yeah, you all are outside of this building.
I enter.
Let's
You enter.
go.
I also enter.
All right. You all push past the threshold, and there's a soft little chimey sound of you entering. And you see that the elegant-looking winged elven woman has moved behind the counter, and she just takes a moment to tuck her large wings behind her back, and she says, "Welcome. Hello. It's so good to meet all of you. I'm hoping you're looking to purchase dresses today."
We absolutely are. Hi, nice to meet you too.
Wonderful. Please tell me how best I can help.
Well, I'm gonna look around at all your absolutely amazing textiles first, but I will call you if I need anything.
Wonderful. Don't hesitate. If you need me, my name is Cotilla.
Cotilla, I'm Begonia. Thank you.
She bows graciously. You see a wide assortment of dresses of various high-end fabrics, all of the satins, the silks, and the cashmeres. I don't know fashion myself, so I'm just going to say whatever you're hoping to find, because I know a few of you already looked up your dresses, you're going to be able to find it, because it's just works out that way. What's going to be the problem is figuring out how much this high-end tailor is going to cost you.
So yeah, I'm definitely looking for satin and silk. With I'll probably look at the really nice emblazoned I wouldn't go as far. I don't even know if Mithril's a thing in Faerun. With like the silver and gold inlaid
Very likely.
designs and stuff like that, but I ultimately come across something that seems a little bit more in line with the Western desert cultures, or the Eastern desert cultures, and it's very satiny, and it has like those pinky loops where you have the sleeves that aren't sleeves, they're just kind of danglies that connect to your pinkies. And yeah, I find something like that, and I was like, I forgot her name already.
Cotilla.
What was it?
You forgot her
Cotilla.
name already, and it's in the chat.
Oh goodness!
Did I actually spell it right?
You did not.
I'll say, Catilla, I don't want to. This dress is gorgeous. Do you happen to have one that kind of gradients from a cerulean into like a scarlet or a ruby with like a purple depth in the middle?
She says, "Absolutely. I'm certain we could find something."
Oh, that would be absolutely amazing. It would match my pendant, and I kind of show her the pendant I have around my neck. This is going to be the accent piece.
It's lovely. You wouldn't wish to part with such a treasure, would you?
Oh, absolutely not. I am actually mortally bound to this necklace.
Ah, well. If magic is what's keeping you two together, then I wouldn't wish you apart.
As I wouldn't wish you apart from your lovely boutique. I don't know if that came off as a threat, but I don't know. I can't tell her how to think.
So, Calindria, you're looking at prices. I am currently in the process of trying to figure out how much dresses in a high-end noble individual sector would cost. Christ.
Usually about 10 gold, if I
Yeah,
remember right.
Kalendri's like listening to the list of things that Begonia wants to choose. It's like, okay, never mind.
Hold on. There's
Begonia's
5
a
gold,
little bit
6
of a
gold.
princess. I don't know. She's not actually royalty, but she kind of has a flair for the fancier things.
So let's see here. This is a whole thing on businesses. That's not helpful. I want C word. Yeah, this person's formatting is terrible. Ugh. Lifestyle expenses.
Fine clothes in the player's handbook is 15 gold base.
15 gold base. Okay.
It doesn't say base, but I figure like there's
It probably
room to
is,
go up and down from there.
Yeah. Okay. So, Calendria, why don't you give me a roll, and what I'm gonna have you roll is 2d10. 4, 15. Okay. So you're seeing stuff range in the price range between 15 to 20 gold for individual pieces of dresses. The lower end dips under that 15 gold, but it doesn't seem to go any lower than like 12. And there's a whole section that's just like labeled as out of season or out of fashion. And those are the ones that are heavily marked down.
I also asked while
Unless you bring it back.
Yeah, we could bring it back in season. While I'm with Catilla and she's looking to the gradient fabric, I also mentioned, I'm like, hey, our fairy friend, do you have any swaths or anything, or do you have pre-made fairy clothing, or how could that work?
I don't
She's coming with us.
normally tailor for fairy folk, but she seems to be about the size of a halfling or a gnome. Our small section should suit her. Because remember, she's small.
It's 13 inches tall.
Small.
Also, yeah, I'm not exactly strapped for cash, but we're kind of pulling together. We have an event tonight. Do you know if we could get any type of, I don't know, discount on either the materials, or I'm sorry, the dresses, or whether any alterations need to be done? Get a purchase discount because we're getting purchases and alterations. I'm not trying to
I mean, you're definitely gonna need to roll.
Yeah, no, I obviously know that, but I'm trying to make it clear to her and express Begonia's innocence and kind of where her charisma lies is in her lack of expertise on these matters, I guess. And she's just like being the sweetest little bean, and she's just like, but yeah, I don't know, we're I don't know, like, yeah, and I'm like, yeah, I guess persuasion? Is that what I'm looking for?
Yep. How convincing are you?
Oh, terribly. I have
And she
inspiration. Is that a reroll or is that a
It's
whatever?
a D8.
A D8?
However, that would have been gone because you took a
No, I
long
meant
rest.
oh yeah, we had bardic inspiration, not the inspiration on the character sheet, which I think is just advantage.
Yeah, you had bardic inspiration, which would be gone by now.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
she just kind of smiles and she says what the equivalent of the Faerunian bless your heart. And she just says, unfortunately, oh, sweetie, bless your heart. Unfortunately, all prices are final.
Understood. Yeah, okay. I get you, it makes sense.
Wonderful.
I feel like about this time. Sorry, go on.
Oh no, go ahead.
I feel like about this time, I step out from a changing room, and it's like a short skirt dress because fighter, you need to move, and has like the angel sleeves and everything, and it's not. I wanted to like not be like super elegant, but not super simple. Yeah, here I actually I'll post something. Something like that, except like more white.
You have to remember your push to talk, dear.
Something like that, but more white.
Yeah, easily. Okay. Short dress, white, got it.
Sexy.
I just thought that dress was.
Yeah, no, you're correct.
Oh, is it that sheer goodness, girl?
It's got the like she got the little vampire symbol.
Hmm.
Twist's gonna whistle and say, "Ooh."
Yeah, I kind of fan myself. I'm like, Rose, you're gonna kill the entire event.
But stepping out and I'll approach Katila, and my lady, how much do I have to spend to be able to bring this to an event with Volo?
Oh, name dropping Volo, huh?
Yes.
Way smarter than Begonia.
It's like, is this good enough?
Please roll me a
I
persuasion.
Must, yeah. I will.
She considers for a moment and she says, "You're going to be attending the book signing at the Sparran Tower. Well, anyone is going to be there tonight, so this dress, it will suffice, I say. I can let you part with that, and all of your friends' dresses, considering you'll be representing the tailoring shop, all of you arriving in my outfits after all. I can part with them 12 gold each."
My lady, you are very generous.
That's to purchase, not lease. And I'm like, I guess I'm coming out of a different dressing room in my dress now with my pinky things, and I do a stretch and a twirl.
With the knowledge that you all are going to be attending the event of the season, showing off her dresses is going to be promotion enough. So she says, on the condition that you tell anybody who asks where you got that dress, 12 gold is a fair exchange for them.
I would
Yeah, that
be
sounds
more
great.
than happy to do so,
Absolutely
my
okay.
lady.
Mm-hmm.
And she actually looks at Twist and she says, 6 for your small friend. Less fabric.
Egg offense really good, really good. Twist just kind of runs under a rack, then jumps through another. So she's kind of looking through them.
What was
Immediate
the
look.
what was the name of this tailor shop? I have her name, but
Sunstone Tailors.
Sunstone Tailors. Thank you.
Close.
Is that?
No. It is the Sun Gull Tailors. Like the bird.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Yep, Sun Gull Tailors.
Lend her visible look of relief, realizing that she'd have to get something bigger, which would cost more. So she's like, "Oh, thank God."
Yeah, I was thinking, I was like, oh,
Kalindra is
Kalindra
not a
is
large
going to need to
creature.
get alterations.
No,
for
but
her
she's quite
muscles.
huge. She's probably the biggest person out of everybody.
She is going to rip them, yes.
Definitely bigger than the Twist.
Like the totally, if you're underage, don't go to that Twitter thing we mentioned earlier, where Zarya had a very nice, elegant outfit like that.
That was a nice dress, yeah.
The safe for work variety.
Oh, that was a nice dress. God damn it, Zarya. Then they gave her a fucking ponytail. Ugh.
In a like fine dress at that.
Yeah, Zarya had a nice dress.
Oh goodness.
Yeah, it was a very elegant dress, and it was quality. It wasn't perverse at all. It was just one of those like, damn, she looks good in a dress. Anyways, so alterations, purchases, everybody hands over 36, 42 gold. 42 gold is going to be your overall price here.
32. I will do math. But that means I can return the 5 gold back to Twist
42.
without any.
4 and
Oh,
2,
42.
not 3-2.
Okay.
You try and shortchange her, somebody's not having a dress.
I'll handle it. Wait, what was it? 42?
4-2.
4-2. I'll handle
That
Life,
would be
universe, and
8 for
everything.
each of. It would be 8 for each of us and 6 for 6 for.
12 for each of
It's
us.
12 for each of you.
Yeah.
Okay,
Um,
then
And
I will-
six
I
for
will
Twist.
I will handle half of that, so I'll handle 21.
Just gonna put her 6 gold on the table. Then actually gets. Yeah, I need to do a quick wisdom check for Twist because I need to see if she. He goes to the changing room and changes first.
I went in after Rose.
I should probably describe what Twist's dress is.
Mm-hmm.
It's essentially it has a red corset design, but it is backless, so it has a thing that goes around the back of her neck and goes around it kind of like a choker. And the skirt on it is flared up like a tulip. And a black tulip.
Ooh.
So there's 16 gold remaining in the cost. I mentioned to Colindria, hey, I can cover this, or did you just want to split it 8 and 8?
I mean, I can cover it, no problem. Well, I can cover most, just if she already had was handing the 12 gold over from herself.
Well, how about we all pay our 12 gold and just make sure that Rose gets her money back? Because I was worried I was going to be spending like 20 to 25 gold.
I mean, you can. There are accessories if she
Yeah.
motions around.
You can accessorize.
Can I
Looking
get
for
a
the
bow tie?
nicest,
Don't
looking for the
tempt me,
nicest pearl
girl.
necklace you have.
I'm like, don't tempt me, girl. And then
It
I
needs
look
a bow
at
tie.
Twist, I'm like, you're absolutely beautiful. Oh my god.
Thanks. Her wings kind of flap and sound a bit like wind chimes.
Let me see the back again.
She's gonna do a whole twist in the air. And the skirt kind of will twist and flip back and everything.
Wonderful. It's a really, really great dress. Yeah. But I guess we pay everything, and Jay, I'm going to make sure you get your money back, so you only pay 12, so it's 12, 12, 12, and 6, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just for that.
I do actually want to approach her one more time and be like, and just kind of like holding, probably like presenting, well, not. probably just like placing a hand on the sword scabbard that she has. I don't suppose you happen to have any accessories that might match the dress, like a scabbard or anything, or is it all tailoring? I know this is probably...
This is a tailoring shop, darling. We don't deal with weapons.
Understood.
So I go up to her. I'm like, hey, Cotilla, I have about 2 gold I'm willing to part ways with. Do you happen to have a silk color that will contrast the upper part of the dress with the lower? So I'm guessing
Absolutely.
like the bottom is like the crimson and it goes up to the cerulean, so the choker would be the crimson again.
Yeah, so she finds exactly what you're looking for.
Cool. And that would be 2 gold?
2 gold.
Cool. And now I'm down to 5 gold pieces, which is what I wanted to leave here with.
Yeah, Tristan's gonna hold up that. Do you have a bow for this one?
Mm-hmm. I can part with it for a couple of silver.
Okay.
You're small. It's easy to make.
Yeah, just cut off a piece of ribbon and tie it into your hair.
How much are a nice pair of shoes that match the dress?
Another gold.
I'm gonna do the whole, like, pretty dress with combat boots look. Kind of like, Aerith.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just gonna pull that. Even though my dress doesn't hold to it. Just...
You people in your shoes.
My feet
Just
are gonna
go
be
barefoot like
covered
Twist.
anyway. So. Guys, that was so much fun. Thanks so much. Like, I'm excited for this event now. And 3 String said yes. She kind of like squeezed. Do we have anything else we need to do? I was gonna get made up and, you know.
Well, I suppose if you want to get anything special before we get ready to go there when it's happening.
I guess if we could go to a florist, I could get a, it's not called a corsage. What do you give a guy, flower-wise to match your dress? I know this isn't a dance, but it's still a formal event.
I actually don't know.
Well, I want to get one of those. I want to get, like, 2, I guess, like, a small bouquet that pins like a lapel, that's like cerulean lilies and like crimson daisies.
Boutonniere.
Oh,
A boutonniere, there you go.
Yeah, that does sound right. Or it re-jogged my brain. It's like, yeah, boutonniere.
Yeah, so I would want to find one of those.
I remember prom from 11 years ago.
Just seeing that split in the Waterdeep map is driving me crazy.
Mm-hmm.
What?
There's like a split in the Waterdeep map that is just
Yeah.
just like cutting
Where?
across it.
Right on between, or where
Just ping it,
Underneath
y'all.
House of Water.
Mendiver and Sewell Street, right up here. It says,
And it goes like all the way to the edge over there too.
Oh, yeah, I see it.
Oh, it's not higher.
It's dependent on how zoomed in or zoomed out you are, I think.
No,
Nope.
it's super noticeable. Hold on.
Yeah, God.
Oh,
Yeah, it's off.
oh, guys, look down here.
Mm-hmm.
What's down?
There's like a whole.
There's a. Oh, God, there's another one.
You know why? Because it's a digital scan of the book fold out, probably.
So it's got the crease line in it from when it was folded.
Yeah.
Damn.
Well.
Tectonics, am I right?
All right, well, I'm gonna try and fix that because now I fucked the map up.
Whoops.
Hey, there you go. Looks
Oh
great
no!
now.
Waterdeep is split in quarters. We must fight earth elementals to return the city to its proper arrangement.
The most epic game of four squares begins.
Oh, there's just no way to.
Roll me what you got.
Wait,
Just throwing
wait.
giant boulders as a dodgeball.
How's that? Does that look better?
Aha, Vondel
Yo!
Street.
That look better?
Looks perfect now.
Aha!
I honestly,
Right.
I don't know why it was cut in force, but now it looks better. Does the other side need to be adjusted too?
I did find another one.
What?
I did find another one
Where?
down
It's-
here.
yeah, it's like right.
Oh, yeah, right there at the crease. I see where these creases are. They didn't line them up very well.
Are you going to charge me anything for a handful of flowers and a baby pen?
Probably just silver. It's fine. No, it worked and then it scooted itself.
Oh goodness.
If it's off screen, it doesn't exist.
Okay, that one kind of meshed better.
Oh,
This
looks-
one.
It looks significantly better. There's like a little. Oh, yeah, there. You got it.
This one, however. You can see where the crease disappears, but it just doesn't want to. Some spaces. Yeah, it's gonna have to do. Okay.
Oh no, this one came back.
Ah. No.
Oh no.
All right. See, this is why you don't mess with them.
Let's see if OCD can ruin the rest of our game.
Listen, we're not getting anywhere because now I have to fix it.
Yeah, I get the same way. I just.
I think it's a. I think it's okay. Just don't ever. Oh no! Now the southern map is fucked
Quick,
up.
transition to another map. It's the only way.
Yeah, I'm gonna take us off of this map. Okay, so we're not dealing with that right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Okay. So everybody has their wonderful dresses and they look fabulous and they bought all their extra stuff. Is there anything else you all need to accomplish before you head to the party?
I'm going to do my makeup, but does anybody have a disguise kit? Because I don't feel like buying makeup. Yeah. Okay, never mind. It's fine. I will
You
go.
all did not pick a rogue, so probably
I
not.
am.
I have an explorer's
beautiful
pack. I'll
enough.
put some like coal under your eyes, give you like the nice dusky eyeshadow.
I have druid craft. Does that work?
No, I think
doesn't.
prestidigitation. Nah, it's okay. I'll go natural. I'm beautiful and silky enough. It's fine.
If there's time, I'll probably, back at one of the inns or even the yawning portal, just kind of try to ask, or overhear any information about Drow in the city.
You do not have enough time for that.
Okay, in that case, I braid my hair. I do a little swish braid, and get dressed. I do keep the sword, probably like around the side, behind, and I have my trophy, which is just a broken Lothian symbol, to be like, hey, see what I did? I cracked it or killed one. Don't mess with me.
Look at how badass I am, and it shows. Alrighty, so with that being said, you all meet up just before dusk to head out to attend this party.
A most delightful soiree.
Probably leave a little ahead and say, "Hey guys, I'll meet you at the party. I wanna meet with Three Strings alone.
Oh,
Not to
cool.
have like a scene or anything, but just out of formality, like I guess."
I'm a mercenary. I aim to be there early.
I mean,
That's
look, we'll
good,
just
that's
split
good.
up, go different directions, so you don't have to be seen with us. It's fine.
No, you all were wonderful. Honestly, like,
She has a date. She doesn't want you all fourth, fifth, and sixth wheeling. It's fine.
Exactly.
All
Plunger's
right.
like, look, we get it. You want to get
That's
plucked? It's
fine.
fine.
We'll
We'll
drive
go this
you.
way.
We expect you back before midnight.
thanks,
Any-
Mom.
Thanks, Mom. Anyway, so let me get my stuff together here because now it's time for us to arrive at the Hawkman statue. So you all arrive. This is the Sparunt Tower, aka the Hawkman statue. What you all know about the Sparunt Tower before going in is that it is one of the living statues that one of the Colossus statues. There are several that are located throughout Waterdeep, and they are rumored to be guardians that will awaken during Waterdeep's most trying time of need to defend the city. And there was one point during, I think it was the Spell Plague, where the statues did in fact come to life, and the Hawkman Tower was one of the moving statues that eventually found its way to its current resting place, where it now resides in a kind of kneeling position with one hand outstretched as if to signify the desire to stop. And the tower has since been hollowed out to instead be used as like housing for wealthy nobles who wanted to have an eccentric place to live. And so this is the current location that Volothamp has rented to do his latest book signing, Volo's Guide to Making Friends, or Enchiridion of Making Friends, something to that effect that I had established last episode.
I am TV, and welcome to my construct crib.
Exactly. The tower is owned by an eccentric woman by the name of Lady Sperant. It is owned and rented out by her. Volo made a contract with her, etc., so forth. And most of the staff are under her employ. Most people don't actually know who Lady Sperant is or what she looks like. There's just rumors that she likes to have these eccentric parties in order for people to whisper and rumor about her without ever actually having to make a real appearance herself. That being said, just saw something that distracted me. Oh, okay. Thank you, Dougler. Anyways, so approaching any of the walking statues of Waterdeep is always a case for wonderment, and today is no exception. Before you is the tilted colossus known as the Hawkman, its left hand outstretched as if commanding you to stop. The festivities have clearly begun, as an orderly queue lies ahead. Bundles of people step onto a wooden platform which is cautiously lifted towards the entrance embedded into the statue's palm. What you see before you, as mentioned, is there is a line of people who are waiting to get in. You all have stood in line for quite some time, giving Begonia and Three Strings space to mingle and chat, but you're only a few paces behind them with a couple or two between you. At the base of this courtyard that signifies where... Can everybody see for that matter?
Yeah.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure because I saw some pinging. But I just wanted to make sure you all could see because I spent all day trying to make sure that this dynamic lighting worked because for some reason it didn't like it.
Dynamic lighting is such a pain in the ass sometimes, though.
It is. It is a real pain in the ass, and I literally spent all day trying to make sure that it worked. And it's a very basic map, which is why it was super frustrating. Anyways, this courtyard is sectioned off into a rectangle that signifies where the loading and unloading zone for this cart is. And directly in front of you all is a single guard, a small halfling man with a well dignified set of guard armor. His armor is polished to perfection. There are accents of yellow within the cloth portions of it. He has a nice sash draped over the breastplate. And he has these like special riveted gloves that he's using to manually pull a chain that is lifting this cart to get people to and from. This little halfling is fucking yoked, and he is lifting hundreds of pounds more his weight to get these people up. He is sweating profusely, but as he sees you all approaching, he does kind of bow and greet each person. He says, "Welcome to the Sporont Tower. If you just give us a moment, we'll have the next cart down here to get you all going. Allow me to introduce myself. I am the head of the guard. My name is Frog Knucklespring. I will be helping you all reach the top of the tower today. And before you all load in, I will humbly request that you hand over all presented weapons."
Oh, before we get there, like, when we just first see the rippling muscles of this halfling and some, like, a shimmer from the sweat, I, like, kind of stop the conversation I'm having with Three Strings, and I, like, look back at Calendria, and I kind of, like, give her an up nod, and see, how do you respond to that, Calendria?
Give me a what?
An up nod? Like, hey, well, kind of like the head nod, like, hey, check this guy out.
Game recognized. Game.
Just
Yeah.
that like playful shake of her head, like someone's getting plucked. She leans over to Rose. Someone's getting plucked tonight.
I was half expecting that one scene from Full Metal Alchemist to happen, where the two of you just square off and flex.
You just stare each other in the eyes with a sparkle in between you guys. Flex.
In that handshake flex.
That's amazing. His name
Finger crossbow.
Is Frog Knucklesprings.
Okay, I thought it was Frog Knucklesprings, which
Nope.
I don't know why it was more funny to me.
It's because it sounds very similar to Frog, but it's not Frog. And so he asks for you all to hand over any weapons before heading into the tower, and directly up ahead, another drow, not quite as undistinguished as Rose. This is this typical white-haired, dark skin. He's very much the epitome of what a surface drow would look like, or what a drow would look like. But he kind of scoffs. Whoops, that's the wrong button. It is this button. There we go. He seems annoyed, and he says, "My weapons? My weapons are my religion. Why would I hand them over to you?" And the little halfling just says, "I'm sorry, sir. It's merely protocol. You're going to have to hand them over if you want to get inside." And he says, "I could kill you where you stand, little man. How would you take them from me then?" But he makes no moves towards his weapons.
I think if you did that, you'd have to operate the elevator yourself, but I don't think you'd be able to go up if you were operating the elevator, because that happens from down here, so you'd be kind of screwing yourself over.
Is something speaking to me? I hear buzzing like a tiny vermin. He kind of looks over towards the group.
Is there any sort of holy or symbol or accoutrement that might indicate what his religion is?
Make a perception check.
Aha. 17.
No, he is not. He is not displaying any holy symbols.
Please just give the man the weapon. You can get it back when you leave. They're not going to melt it down into some ghost throne or something.
Would you like to convince him?
Yeah, I'll step forward to assist as well, and there is a very deliberate unbuckling of her scabbard, and she steps forward and just offers the sword to him, and says, "This is an esteemed place. They would do well to ensure that any valuable items of patrons are kept well and safe."
He regards Rose in particular straight down his nose with a sneer, and he says, "I did hear Vermin speaking. Well, if you can guarantee that he is not going to lose what is mine," and you see him take out a very elegant-looking scimitar, Rose, since you were making perceptions earlier, you would see that at the pommel of the scimitar, there is the curling of a spider around the handle, and he hands it over to Frug, and he says, "See that you don't lose this, little man, or else I'll be taking more than my blade back from you." He hands over the scimitar without another word.
Can I make a religion check?
Absolutely. Spiders
Yeah,
are worshipped by drow.
Yeah. Bad
Oh, looks like he killed something and it stuck to the bottom of his dagger. Interesting. You should get that cleaned off.
The spider did the death curl and just got stuck there.
Spiders are worshipped by drow.
I was fully expecting Rin to just be like, "Spiders," and that was just the end of the explanation.
Spiders. Oh, hey!
Spiders.
Unrelated to what's going on, Harrison Ford officially joining MCU as Thunderbolt Ross.
Interesting.
Yes,
Cool.
I want it because that one Harrison Ford is Red Hulk. Let's go! Angry old man yelling at people.
Ask me to be Han Solo one more time.
He has to whip Hulk at some point. This has to happen now.
Yeah. So, with that out of the way,
I turn over both of my daggers and my crossbow and all my bolts with no question.
Oh,
And
you like
staggers
so
over.
the Cleansure, like, did you bring everything today? She's like, all I brought was my shield and warhammer. And she'll put the warhammer on the shield, hand it over.
I guess fine. I left my crossbow at home. I have my daggers on me.
No, you.
Begonia shows up with full armament.
No,
So-
Begonia keeps reaching into various pockets, pulling out a bunch of weapons.
That's why the dress is so flowy, so I can hide different armor.
It's like that
So-
Naked Gun scene where he's pulling guns out of every pocket he
Oh
has.
my god, I love that scene.
So, an important question, since everybody's making a display of taking out their weapons, is anybody concealing a weapon?
I was thinking about keeping one of my daggers, but I don't get into the closeness of fights. And I got a date. Maybe they'll be feisty and conceal something.
Just these guns, which I'm proficient in, so it's okay.
I mean, hey, it is merely a question. If you are not sneaking anything in, you have handed over all your weapons.
Yeah, I don't
This is
have
not
fighting
today.
hands, so
Okay. So, with everything turned over, it's stored in like a what would be the equivalent of like a coat closet down here on the bottom level. Or actually, it's not on the bottom level. He stores it in a little chest, and it does go up with you all as the elevator lifts it off, and you are taken to the next area. You are taken to the next area where there is a coat closet that secures your stuff away. At this point, the drow who had been there just kind of scoffs at all of you and storms off to go into the party proper.
Bye, nice meeting you.
And he's gone. But that leaves you all down this long hallway. And
What a dick.
He's a drow.
I adjust the shattered symbol on my belt.
Yeah, what's the hall look like? Is the hall ornate or is it kind of plain or what
Get
we
in
got
there.
going on here?
Get
Oh,
in there.
Stop
Give
it.
me a
For the
moment.
Oh my
door.
god! Stop asking questions.
I know. Gotta let me get there. It's a narrow hall that has the following features: an azure rug that runs the length of the statue's arm towards a closed door at the far end. Halfway down the hall, a pair of miniature renditions of the undamaged Hawkman walking statue points towards the entrance. They are mirrored on each side of the hallway, with one holding its left arm up while the other holds up its right. I didn't include these guards. At the far end, the 2 Sparant guards are flanking the doors, and they do open them for you with a formal greeting once you have moved up. And you are free to move.
Yeah, as we're moving, I just casually banter. It's like, so if a threat does come to the city and these statues awaken, do you think that the statue's integrity is compromised because it's hollowed out, or do you think it's just because of the magic, the obviously super powerful magic, that everyone would just get crushed inside as the stone refills?
3 Strings chimes in. He's like, I think it would be more like a walking suit of armor where all of the people inside would each be in charge of controlling a single body part.
That
Would they all wear
amazing.
different
So,
color
even-
uniforms?
I would hope so. That sounds amazing.
Wait, are we all wearing different colored dresses? Calendria looks down at her.
I think
You might be.
Calendria and Rose are
I'm
both
clearly
wearing
the
white.
White Ranger.
Calendria's is a very royal purple.
I think
Since she
Begonia
has
would
one
be
red
the
eye and one
yellow.
blue eye.
West is red and black.
Begonia would be the yellow ranger, even though she's wearing red and blue.
Well, that's not how this color scheme works. You're fired. Replace her. So
What would
I'm
no? But
purple. That's
actually,
the Time Ranger, I
Rin,
think.
I have the most important question because we kind of didn't even skim this. We just skipped over it. How? What is 3 Strings looking like? I
yeah,
asked
we
this as
didn't
I'm
we didn't actually
pinning the boutonniere to his
He's got
lapel.
the best dress of all.
yeah, we didn't actually go over that at all.
Yeah.
You would find that 3 Strings, being a bard of great wealth and notoriety, arrives exactly how you first saw him. It does look like he bothered to shave.
Yeah.
So there's that. He's much more clean shaven, and his hair is probably tied back. But yeah, this is his outfit. He's a gig economy type of lad as well, so he probably does not have much in the way of actual money. He doesn't even have enough strings on his lute.
He opened a closet and like it was just the same outfit across the entire closet.
Exactly.
He's like, time for the fancy one, and takes out one that's exactly the same as the rest.
It just doesn't have like a worn hole.
There's a bow tie with it.
There's a
There's
bow
no
tie,
piercings in this one.
and there's a bow tie and no like elbow patch on his shirt. It's just a normal shirt.
Yeah. Or there's 2 elbow patches on there to make it really fancy.
He's like, gotta get the fancy accoutrement.
Yeah.
I pinned
It's
the,
tweed, isn't it? It's made of tweed.
Yep.
Of course.
So the doors open, and you guys are shown the foyer by the 2 guards. The center of the foyer is dominated by a 15-foot wide spiral staircase. The back of the room is dominated by a functioning fountain depicting the Hawkman. They really like the Hawkman within the Hawkman, that reaches from the ground to a foot below the ceiling. There are 4 guards that stand within the room, 2 flanking the grand marble staircase that ascends up and down. While 2 others guard the entrance to the ballroom. Sound of music can be heard coming from the ballroom. There are also 4 exits to this room: a wooden door that leads to the entry hall, a gold filigree set of open double doors that yield for a spacious ballroom, the spiral staircase that was mentioned that leads upstairs to the 3rd floor or down to the banquet hall. This is the spiral staircase, as it's not very clearly indicated by the map designer.
Right, to the door guards, because they would probably be the ones to know.
Mhm.
Excuse me, sir, has Volothamp Gadarm arrived yet?
Yes, Volothamp is within the ballroom. He will be making his speech shortly, and he has begun book signing for all the patrons.
Understood, thank you.
Of course.
Yeah, and I kind of
Too bad.
turned to Free Strings, and I was like, I guess that's my cue to do the work thing. I don't know if you can come with, but you're welcome to follow or go mingle, whatever. I'm not your boss.
Well, I'm technically on a date, but a bard is always networking. So I'll see what trouble I can get into.
Turn back around and say,
A networking
Begonia,
opportunity.
keep your arm candy if you want.
And he holds out his arm.
Yeah, and I wrap my arm around and kind of lean in tightly, and I was like, of course you can come with us.
Wonderful. And I'm just
I'm
gonna.
made of candy.
Mhm. Are you made of candy?
Are
I'm sure Begonia
these just
thinks he's
partygoers?
sweet.
I'm sorry?
Are these just partygoers?
They are not. They are actually a pair of identical-looking half-elves. One is wearing a red outfit, and the other is wearing a yellow outfit.
Wondering will give a very friendly nod to them both.
On a
Each
scale
will
of
nod
1 to
in turn.
20, how high would you say their charisma is?
Quite high.
No pants, just dress.
I stop and give just a very elegant bow to the both of them.
The two of them in synchronous movement bow.
Ladies, and I move on.
I saw Three Strings kind of
Yeah, I was just
walk away quickly, so I followed in tow.
I was just moving him in the direction I assumed you all were moving, so that he would be there while I shifted stuff around. So
That's a
if
fair way
you
to-
if you see him jump ahead, he's not deserting you. I'm just positioning him while I move other
Okay.
stuff.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I'm giving you more work by bringing him along, but I do
You're
that.
fine.
Hi, I'm Begonia. Like I'm, a
And so, as you all enter this area, this is an expansive ballroom that contains the following noteworthy features. 4 servants stand with trays by the entrance, half of which contain flutes of wine or champagne. They offer them to you, of course, willingly, while the other half hosts a collection of smaller entrees and hors d'oeuvres. I'm doing this on purpose. The polished wooden flooring is painted with the image of the Hawkman statue across the center, with crests bearing images of the remaining walking statues of Waterdeep encircling it. Regal azure curtains line the curved walls of the room like pillars, with fabric arches that reveal the gilded mirrors that fill the otherwise blank wall spaces. The mirrors give the illusion that the room is far larger than reality. It is filled with 36 guests, a fine assortment of characters given Volo's knack for making friends. The guests could be found standing in small circles, mingling and engaging in dancing as and when the music speaks. Yeah. In the far corner, you see Volothamp Gadarm. Over on the stage, there is an elf woman that is playing music and dancing to the rhythm of her stringing. She is playing a violin barefooted and dancing around to the rhythm of it. Lindsay Sterling style. Very, very rhythmically.
Is it up tempo?
Very. A very
think
jiggy dance.
I think before I would go to Volo, I would kind of pull Three Strings in and start dancing.
All right. Where are you going to be dancing?
I'll dance over here.
There.
Yeah.
All right. You are treated to the sight of another couple that are also dancing there. They are dressed very elegantly. They have bright yellow outfits and large, pompous frills. One is a well-groomed goateed man, half-elf in nature. His hair is black and slick. His wife, human, matches. They both carry themselves with a "I'm so much better than you" air, but the yellow outfits seem to have a butterfly adornment to them. But they are commanding the center of the dance floor, moving
I
to
want
the
to
rhythm of this
compete
jig.
with them at some point, but I don't want to.
You are more than
this
welcome to.
show?
You are more than welcome to compete with them right now if you.
I'm going to join in that competition, but before jumping in, I just put a hand on Calendria and glance to Twist and say, "You two get to Volo Thamp's side. Watch from mingling."
Over starts
Have
crumping.
Yeah, please,
Conjure, just have fun.
please challenge them to a dance-off.
I was more going to start basic and kind of roll a perception and investigation just to get a feel of the vibes. Do a vibe check, and then I was going to be, hey, 3 strings. You want to see if we can share these losers up?
Okay, go ahead.
So I guess I'll start with the vibe check.
hmm
Do you want me to do both perception and investigation, or just one or the other?
Well, investigation is physically searching something, so please do not start physically accosting these people.
No, I meant the whole. Like, I want to get a vibe check of the whole.
Again,
bar.
investigation is a physical search, so please do not start molesting any of the patrons here. However, you could be doing the other one that is, I believe, sense motive. That would actually be a vibe check.
I don't think there is a sense motive. There's a perception though.
What is the actual one, hun? Is it
Insight?
insight? Thank
Insight,
you.
yeah.
Insight is the one.
It's the same modifiers as perception. Can I just take my perception roll?
It's the
Yeah.
same
If it's the
no.
same modifier, then it would be yes. That's fine.
Okay.
The
Got it.
vibe of the room is a lot of people are here to attend this party.
Okay. Nobody's putting off bad vibes. Nobody's cramping the aura.
Not that you can see from here.
Yeah. So then I say, you want to try to show these losers up.
Hmm.
Hopefully quiet enough that they don't hear, but that 3 strings hears.
I mean, you are standing right next to them, but 3 strings nods. So go ahead and make me a performance roll, please.
Yeah, I'll make
Oh.
mine too.
Do you take a dance partner, or are you just twerking on the floor by yourself?
Oh, sorry.
Talking to Rose. Yep.
Oh, hey, I'll ask the twins.
You're gonna run out there and ask the twins?
Yes. Why not?
Sure. Go ahead.
Pardon me, would you two care to dance?
One looks at the other and says, "She thinks we're patrons, sister." "Indeed, she doesn't realize we're working, sister." And they both bow again respectfully. "As sad as we are to decline, milady, the lady of the house is always watching. We wouldn't want her to think ill of us for not doing our duties and maintaining the happiness of the guests." And then she says, "A thought, sister. Maintaining the happiness of the guests would include humoring them with the dance if they requested, would it not?" She says, "You are right, sister. That would fall within the purview of our duties, were the mistress to inquire." And the 2 of them hold out a hand each. "We accept."
And I will take a hand each.
Why not? I'm amused.
I love these creeps. So fun.
And so, all right, I need performance rolls, please.
I rolled a 17.
I'm going to spend a superiority dice to use commanding presence.
I'll allow it.
When you make a charisma, intimidation, performance, or persuasion check, you can expend 1 superiority dice and use it.
Hell yeah.
Here we go. Oh, that doesn't work. Okay.
Isn't it just a D8?
Weird. Why didn't it? roll the command on it, Sush. Did you space that? Gotcha.
All right.
It really should have worked. That's weird.
Total of 20.
20, yeah. Alrighty, 1 second. Now I need to do their roll. Oh, that's why it's not bringing anything up, because I spelled like a dummy. Haha, character stats. These guys are going to need to be updated. Because this game's only designed for 5th level. Okay. They notice that the two groups of you start dancing around them, and you're drawing attention away from them. The wife kind of looks and she says, Victoro, they're making us look foolish. And he says, calm yourself, Amelia.
We're in the middle of the dance floor. They knew what they were asking.
Calm yourself, Amelia. We've got this. And he looks to the bard that's currently playing, and he snaps his finger, and you see her shift the music, and a spotlight falls on the two of them. And it's very much like the Addams Family scene where Gomez and Morticia start dancing. And I'm going to make my roll now. Whop. And with her helping, they give each other advantage, because that's just how I roll. And then, as the spotlight falls on the two of them, you guys feel your attention drawn away from your own dancing to kind of stop and watch them. Despite how great, and I will emphasize how great, the two of you each were dancing with your respective partners, and but the magnetic pull of their charisma seems to bring the two groups to a stop as this light continues to follow them. And when the music stops, everybody just kind of pauses and realizes that they need to clap. And the bard standing at the stage says, well, that was a very excited performance from our esteemed nobles, the Castellanters. And there's a couple of claps and cheers as Victoro and Amelia both bow for a moment and then kind of give a sneering glance at Begonia. There's Victoro.
Did you mean to roll a D100?
I did.
Okay.
I give a very respectful bow, and I say that was a lovely performance.
I did mean to roll a D100, hun. You are correct. Also, hi, Stefan. Everyone gets down to the machismo tango. Yes. Yeah. So the bard says the next song is the machismo twist or tango, and so she starts playing this tango beat.
I think it's masochism.
It is masochism. I liked machismo better, but masochism tango. Yeah, the masochism tango starts. Hi, Stefan. Welcome. Everybody kind of falls in line to dancing. One thing I wanted to point out that I didn't get to because we had this dance off is there are 4 construct-like statues that are standing at each end of the ballroom floor, and what you end up seeing as time kind of
sexy vision.
As time kind of progresses throughout you all dancing or, waiting, they stand there at attention unless somebody approaches them and speaks the command phrase, would you like to dance? And when they say, would you like to dance, the construct glamours on the outfit and the appearance of the dancer's ideal partner, and then they would step out onto the dance floor to dance with the person. And once the dance was concluded, they would bow and return to their position to await the next command.
Yeah, what a dope fucking place to just be.
Yeah, this place is awesome, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, for those of you who went to go see Volo Fam, you arrive at his side right as he's busy signing a number of books, and Volo is there, and he says, "Ah, my good friend, it's about time I managed to see you here. I'm so happy to assign a new book for you." And he kind of looks and he says, "Ah, yes, of course." He says, "To my good friend, the lady," and he trails off for a moment with a wink, and he says, "And I hope my friend takes a good care of you tonight." And he winks again in the direction of this handsome redhead who holds out an arm for the lady, who is in turn handed a book from Volothamp before they disappear off to the dance floor as well. Boop, boop, boop.
They have overcome the Castellanters. They are the new villains.
Boop, boop. Yeah, they go to dance. Volo notices Calindria and Twist, and he says, "Ah, hello. I was wondering if you all were going to be fashionably late. It's very good to see you, my good friends. Welcome. Did you all?
Yeah, dear Volo.
Did you all have a chance to look around, make sure everything is safe for my book signing?"
We did have a brief look around. We haven't seen anything too concerning as of yet.
I see my other bodyguards are busy scoping out all of the potential assassins, as it were.
Hoping to not get killed on the dance floor, yes.
Well, it seems at least one of them has made a dangerous enemy with the Castellanters. I don't know how we got zoomed over here. But
There is, I do have a, I didn't want to interrupt anything, but I would like to ask to make a couple checks.
You can certainly make a
Or
couple
one
checks.
check, and then I just wanted to, because
Where
I don't
did-
know how,
I honestly don't know where the Castellanters went. I'm trying to.
Yeah, I was gonna
You-
say I would have watched them leave if they
You
went somewhere.
yeah, you set these two people over top of them. That's why I said they just
Oh!
killed the Castellanters and overtook
Gotcha.
them.
I
They
didn't.
were the new villains now.
I didn't see them get overtaken, and I was legitimately looking for them.
Yeah, the Castellanters are dead now.
They're dead.
These two people just stepped on them. They fell and broke their neck. Anyway, first things first. Having listened to that,
Could you listen to that while being on the dance floor?
Maybe, I don't know.
How would you have? You're currently occupied with two ladies.
No, I meant like she said the thing about the Castellanters.
Oh, she certainly did, but we're talking about Volo.
I'm talking about the Castellanters. Sorry.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, my mistake. What would I know about them? May I make a history check to get some general
The
information?
Castellanters are a noble family within Waterdeep. That's what you know.
Does that mean no roll? Or
You don't need to roll. They're a noble family within the Waterdeep.
Okay.
Within the Waterdeep.
within the Waterdeep?
They are a very wealthy and
The
influential
deep
family.
water, even.
The deep water.
Okay.
Ah, am
I
almost
believe
exactly
they
the
are
center of the
bankers.
The other thing would be, and this is more just for DM knowledge.
Yes, the Castellanters are one of the richest families in the city. They are known for banking, money lending, and rumor mongering.
They sell rumors.
They are rumor mongers. They monger rumors, if you will.
They monger them.
In a different life, they could have been really good friends with Begonia, but they had to be dancing when I had a date with my.
It's
my
true.
sweet,
You
sweet
So-
little
poor
baby
sweet
friend.
summer child.
So that we don't metagame knowledge, and so that we can get back to the other two players who were in the middle of something. Please, what's the last question?
Not a question. This is more just DM knowledge. I do have. I had taken the blind fighting style,
Okay.
which just means I have blind sight 10 feet. I don't know how relevant that is to what you need to know, but I figured I should inform.
I'm not sure how that will be relevant, but when it comes up, it will. Anything else?
No, that's all.
Okay, so we turn the camera back to Volo, who was talking to Calindria and Twist. He had been greeting you all, saying things along the lines of, "Hey, it's very great that you all are here. I'm so grateful." He just says, I do have a couple of things I need to get done before the party can promptly get underway. Just please keep an eye on things and make sure nobody tries to kill me while I do my speech. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Wonderful, wonderful. And with that, he kind of like stands up and he gestures for the bard to kind of lower the music and come to a stop. And he stands and he just says, "Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you, all of my friends, for coming out here to be attendants for my newest book signing. If you have not purchased my book, then I have to ask, why are you here?" And he kind of laughs, and there's a moment where everybody kind of laughs and applauds. And he says, well, but seriously, everybody in attendance, of course, is getting a signed copy of the book because you've already paid. That's why you're here. You're good friends to Volo. He kind of laughs again. He says, "I want to thank all of you, for without you, there would be no book. This is a guide to help others find a way to make long-lasting friends and how to garner the power of friendship within their own hearts so that they can live such a rich and fulfilling lives, much like myself. For remember, you are nothing without your friends, and Volo is nothing without you." He says, "Thank you, enjoy the rest of the party." And he kind of gives a little bow and he says, "Wonderful, wonderful. I think that went well. Nobody tried to stab me at least once since I've been here. I think we're off to a good start."
I think your book's working. They're being friendly.
Wonderful. I think it's the offer of free food and wine, but that is part of making friends. Well, I don't really need you guys standing like right here. If you want to spread out and keep an eye on things, I think it will be okay.
Sure thing.
Wonderful.
Alrighty.
Just Conjure kind of move up to the middle of the plane, just to look like she's meandering.
And do not hesitate to go down to the banquet hall. The chef down there, he has made this weird thing where he rolls like fried pork within a dough, and he calls it like a dire boar in a hammock. It's delicious.
Oh goodness. Even without Volo's advice, Begonia forgot she's working and she's in party mode, and she's going like, Three Strings, I want to find some snacks. I forgot to eat today.
He says, "Would you like to go down to the banquet hall?"
Of course.
All right. So the banquet hall is downstairs, and I'll move you, Begonia, since you don't know where the map is. But you take the stairs, and it's directly underneath here. You see that there are other patrons here who are gathered around. There are large tables that can seat 10 people each. There is also a dwarven woman who is busy playing the piano. Much softer here, melodic. There's no exits that are visible, but there are 2 doors where you see waitstaff coming and going between them, and the sound of cooking coming from behind the doors.
Are there any portcullises or windows?
Not in here.
Okay. Interesting.
Yep, you're in a statue. So he just kind of is like, well, we can take any of the tables if you like. Also, I just have a random dwarf nod.
It just occurred to me.
Sorry.
There must be like some kind of ventilation from that kitchen leading up to the statue's head, and there's smoke coming out of its ears or something.
Absolutely.
Or coming out of its butt.
That's even worse.
Just blasting the lower city. I actually leave the decision to Three Strings. I'm like, would you like to sit at a communal table and get to know some of these patrons, or would you like to sit alone by the piano, maybe?
I'm honestly quite fine with anything, if you don't mind. whatever you feel like. For those who are still at the ballroom, over time people do kind of disperse and move about. So if you see people wandering, that's why. Everything's happening in real time. Volo is signing books.
That's the keyboard kitty.
Meow.
I guess. Why don't we go see what's at the hors d'oeuvres table and decide after we walk past the patrons and see if any seem like a friendly sort?
You gonna head to a table?
Yeah, I had to move a cat.
That's fine. Move the cat. Cat's not allowed to have hors d'oeuvres.
I'm guessing hors d'oeuvres
It doesn't
are
matter,
being
just
served
pick
over
one.
here. There we go. Over here.
Yep. So you and Three Strings mingle, get some food. There is a lot of upper end noble foods being served. Decadent puddings, savory meats, fine cheeses. This new vegetable called peas. They've never seen them before, but there are large bowls full of them. And you guys just have a nice time getting to sit and chat. Up on the dance floor, some time has passed. We'll just say that Rose is enjoying her dance with these twins who are moving with the same amount of grace and maneuverability as she is, where Rose has the duality of being human and a drow. These two have the duality of being human and sun elves. Their skin is a nice copper, their hair is a flaxen gold, and the two of them move with an unearthly grace that twins seem to possess. And over time, Volo finishes signing the books, and he says, wonderful, wonderful. I'm going to go get some fresh air, if you don't mind. You all can stay and mingle. It should be okay. Nobody has tried to attack me yet. I should be fine.
Yeah, I can still come with you.
Are you sure? It's quite boring up there.
I'm sure.
Sure.
Zoom.
Plus, it's kind of boring down here. Let's be honest.
Not for Rose there.
Well, of course not. But it's never boring for Rose.
Let's have 2 dates. She didn't
So
come with 2
Rose
dates,
makes-
but she got 2
Rose
dates.
makes her own fun.
really fine.
Gee, Billy, you got 2 dates?
Gosh, that's so swell, Billy.
Where is he supposed to go? Hold on, I gotta find where this balcony is.
I do offer my name and inquire for theirs.
They
say,
end up
"Wow."
telling. They tell you their names are. Their names are Tilfine Summerlin and her sister Aralkin Summerlin. Aralkin and Tilfine.
Would you post those, please?
Oh, you're not gonna try and guess?
I
Aralkin Summerlin
never mind.
and Tilfine Summerlin. Not even trying to play the game anymore. I need to find where this balcony is supposed to be because I don't think there was one on the map.
If I have to do the
Oh,
recap next time,
S11.
I'm going to call them Anakin Skywalker.
Certainly. S11. Oh, that's the balcony. Okay. All right, sure. That makes sense. The three of you go walking for a while, and I'm going to just maneuver you up. Up. It's not really a balcony, but
It twist snapped. There I am.
zoop. So you guys go up, and the balcony. S11, S11, S11. I love when these things are not spaced out appropriately for descriptions being helpful. Good. All right. Hawk's Eye Balcony. So, ascending the spiral stairs leads up to a quaint circular room. On one side, there are 2 port windows that overlook Waterdeep. From the castle ward and beyond, Griffin cavalry riders can be spotted in the distance, but for a mere moment, everything seems tranquil, a city at peace. And so Volo, he gets up here and he just kind of lets out a content sigh, and he says, it's good to take in the sight of the city from so high up. You really can take it all in and understand the beautiful perspective in front of you. Don't you agree?
Yeah, I've never been this high. It
Really?
seems like a lot of work to get this high, really.
Well, just imagine this statue, the Hawkman, he is always this high. He kind of gestures to the 2 windows. He's like, see? He can see everything from the city. He makes sure you stay safe.
Should kind of like get close to it to lean in and look out.
Calindria has
Diffused.
absorbed Volothamp. Yeah. He just kind of coincidentally goes to the same window, and he just says, yes, the city is so beautiful. Volo is very lucky to have 2 beautiful women up here with him as well. And whatever that thing that is flying beside you is, little puppy dog baby thing.
He's called Pip.
A puppy monkey baby.
No. No!
Now it's going to be in your head.
It cannot be undone.
Ren,
The
you owe
sheer
me for that.
terror in Shay's voice, I don't know or understand that.
Don't ever look it up. Ever.
I'll just make my space on the couch for later. Yeah, okay.
Hey, Rascal, you need company later tonight?
Anyways, yeah, so he just seems to be content with staying up here for a moment.
What's the biggest question is, why would somebody want to kill you or hurt you? Something that you would need protection at a book signing for?
He kind of laughs at that, and he says,
I'm an asshole.
when you have been at this business for as long as I have, when you have traveled for as far as I have, when you have done what I have done for so long, not everybody is your friend. There are people who have creative differences in what you write. There are people who see their own truths in a certain way. There are just people who seem to think my accent is not very good, fake even. I do not understand where these accusations come from. But I was hoping that this book would show a more genuine side of the Volo, and that would actually serve to help people. All I ever want to do is help people, spread knowledge, show them that there is more to this big, beautiful world than we realize. Though I think my next book will be expanding outside of this world, Volo's Guide to the Plains.
Well, that could certainly be quite an interesting read, though I'd imagine it'd be kind of hard to explore given how many there are, and most of them are not the best conditions for mortals to be on.
Well, we wouldn't go to places like the Plane of Fire. That just sounds dangerous. I don't have enough sunscreen to protect from that. But Volo could think about maybe reconnecting with a friend. There used to be this ranger who operated out of Baldur's Gate. He has sent word that there are these boats. They call them spell jammers or something. I don't know how you would jam a spell, but if it's anything like a strawberry, it would be very delicious to see.
What do the boats do? Just, I assume not regular sailing because they wouldn't be special.
I have no idea, but that is part of the pursuit of knowledge, is it not?
True, and then,
Maybe they go
There
under
are.
the water.
Well,
that'd be interesting.
you don't really go under the water in plains, but unless it's the plane of water, where it's mostly water. It's like 94% water, I believe.
I can imagine the experiences they could get from just gleaning them off of denizens. though it's hard to figure out if every denizen is a nice person or not.
You know, at the elemental plane of air, elemental plane of earth, there is no air. It's all dirt all the time. So you'd have to figure out how to breathe, too.
I think moving would be also difficult as well.
Think what?
Moving, because if there's just all dirt, then you can't move, like you can with the air.
Oh, yes, but if you ended up in quicksand, it might be a little easier. Because, you know, it's all dirt, not just little dirts.
Well, what sorts of things are in this new book that you have? Maybe you're right. Maybe some people have gotten the wrong impression, or maybe this will soften it.
One could hope. I am hoping this book will be more informative. And he does take the time to explain to you what's in the book, because you guys are going to get a copy of the book when it's done. The DM, of course, doesn't have any of these details because they weren't included in this, but it is just one of his books, and it's a great book, and it's far on the par of his Guide to Monsters and all of his other many well-published books. But he says, I probably could show you better if I had one of the books here. Twist, could you go get one, maybe? It might help.
Okay, just off your table?
Yeah, just off the table. It should be fine.
Soup.
Zip, zop, zoobadop. And so Twist disappears down the stairs to go get this book. What's everybody else doing? Zip, zop, zoobadop.
I would have been like during the like slower, more casual dances and everything. I might have inquired as to what these two do, who are the notables at this party. You know, just casually trying to get information, but trying to be friendly at the same time.
Begonia is drinking cordials and liqueurs, and I don't know, probably trying to make out with Three Strike.
Make a persuasion roll, or just a flat charisma roll. You don't even need to do persuasion.
Okay, hold on, character sheet.
Or maybe, you know what? Just do
We're at 3
persuasion.
screens.
Just do persuasion. Just try and make out with this guy. It's fine.
That's fine. Do I have advantage because I invited him to a fancy party?
Sure.
I got a 20.
He's probably DTF. Yeah. So you guys are having a great date. You're charming. He's charming. You guys have taken the time to eat and drink and just generally not bodyguard Volo Thamp.
No, I let you know that very quickly.
Yeah,
that she was working.
This was very obvious that she was like, my friends can keep him safe. And so you guys are down there making out. The other patrons don't seem to mind because it's just that kind of high society party. People make out. It's fine.
There's an orgy later. It's fine.
There's probably an orgy later. Twist, you come down and you see that these books are rather large. Probably too large for your tiny form to carry.
Volo Thamp, what a rascal.
I mean, they're big books. He wrote a lot about how to make friends.
If I notice that, I will give the twins a kiss on the hand and thank them for their time to go assist.
And they're like, are you sure you want to leave so soon? We could continue to keep you company.
I would adore company. I think my friend needs a little help, though.
Little help.
Sorry. That got me. I don't know why, but it got me. Because she's little.
Yep. And
I don't know about this. I'll be but a moment.
they walk with you, and Twist, when you go to pick this book up, another one of the patrons walks forward. In fact, I'm gonna just go ahead and say that it's the fucking Castellaners. They walk up and they say, "Excuse me, tiny winged person. You seem to be holding my wife's copy of the Guide to Making Friends."
Oh, sorry. I was asked to grab a copy, and this one's on the table.
And it's the last copy, and he holds out his hand. The best for last, of course.
But Volvo asked me to grab a copy for him, which I think he wants to actually do a personal goal signing of.
And Amelia looks to her husband and she says, "You hear that? She's trying to steal my book. Can you believe such audacity?" He says, "If I hadn't heard it from her own mouth, my dear, I wouldn't believe such audacity." And he kind of glances towards the guard that is now glancing at you.
I'm confused, because Volvo asked for the book, and it's his book.
No, it's our book, as we paid for it. His hand is still held out. Go ahead and open to that page. Right there at the front.
Let's put the book down, open to the page.
To my esteemed friends, Victoro and Amelia Castellanter.
Does it look like Volvo's writing from last night?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Just to close it, then lift it up. Oh! They don't even send me down here for it.
I'm sure he sent you to find a book, just not ours.
Because it's already up to them.
And he takes the book and hands it to his wife, and he says, "Wonderful. Pray we don't cross paths again." The two of them walk away.
Be careful on your way out. I figure it wouldn't take this long to get a book. Should we go if she needs help?
I could trust you to find the book. It's no problem. I will stay up here to catch my breath.
Are you sure? I mean, I know the view's nice, but...
Don't worry. There were guards down there on the staircase. Nobody's going to come up here.
Okay. I'll be back.
Sorry.
Nope, you're fine. When,
Was that the...
That's the last copy on this table.
Alright. I will check under the table real quick.
There's nothing underneath the table. The twins will step forward because I'm trying to help navigate you guys. The twins will step forward and say, "Volo had been doing signings in other areas of the tower. We can show you where other books would be if you are willing to follow."
Of course.
Sure, that'd be great help.
All right.
Twist, why don't you go back to Volo and inform of the situation?
Sure.
We'll be along shortly.
Yep. All right. And so, in the time that this is all happening, Calendria, you are coming down as they are walking out, and there is a brief moment where the two groups converge. The two groups converge.
Nope.
The two groups converge.
We're
converging into each other. No.
We will become one.
I positioned you guys perfectly so you didn't have to overlap on top of each other. It's amazing that this.
Honestly, I just read into Calendria.
Oh no, I did that on purpose.
Yeah.
They morph together and become a Cronenberg monster
With
and then
twist.
devour the
They
sky.
become Cronenberg Calendria. It's fine.
Rose of Twist Lendria.
Yeah.
I give a look to. There's just that look of that someone who has led a command before, just be like, someone should be on Volo at all times.
Oh, I know. He said it wouldn't take long. I assumed there'd be a book close by. Might have been a little too big for Twist.
Ensure that our client has someone with him at all time, please.
All right. Well, you guys find it. I guess I'll go back.
One of you. It does not matter who.
Who?
Just as long as there's someone who can catch us.
Well, which you probably moved the fastest. I can go look around here.
Sure. Now try to be all sneaky about it too.
Okay.
Alrighty. So the twins start to lead you up, and they end up taking you. Well, you all travel up. So you go up one set of stairs. To the next room.
So I have a question, Rin.
They have an answer.
Would Three Strings ever at any point say, "Hey, weren't you supposed to be working?"
Nah.
Okay.
No, very unlikely.
Okay.
So you guys get up here. Who is continuing up?
Twist will continue up.
Twist was continuing up. So you guys break off, and when you break off to get here, they're like, the smoke parlor would be a place where they would have kept more of the books. And they start to lead you that way. Twist, you continue up to the next floor. And as you're coming up the stairs, Twist, you see that there is a man coming down the stairs. He has an eye patch over his right eye. He has a wide-brimmed purple hat with a wonderful feather. And he crosses paths with you, gives a flourishing bow, and says, "Pardon, milady," and continues down the stairs.
Sorry. Take your hat.
You continue up. And
Can you open the token of that person? I just want to see what they look like.
certainly can.
I won't use it for meta gaming stuff. I want to see it.
Nor should you.
Rather dapper gentleman.
And so the two of you cross paths. He bows and continues. You continue up another set of stairs, and when you get to about here, I'll pause so that I can have sequence of events happening all at once. On the third floor, I believe we are. Y'all step into the smoke parlor, and you end up seeing that there are a couple of people in this room as well. You enter, because I have to move sequence of events all at once when party splits. Wrong layer. There we go. You guys step in, and you end up seeing that there are a couple of people here in this smoke parlor. There is a handsome-looking elf who is sitting by the bar all by himself. He is nursing a scotch on the rocks. There is a tiefling woman who is being flirted with by a woman who has fae-like features. Her skin looks like skin that is flecked with parts that are bark. Her hair looks like fresh strewn grass with flowers growing out of it. And then there's just another gentleman over in the corner who is enjoying a nice bit of pipe weed. And so, as all of these people are there, they're like, yes, here, a nice stack of books. What of these should suffice for Volo, don't you think?
Wonderful.
And then, right as your hands make contact with the book, and as Pip and Twist continue further to where Volo would be, there is instead a sudden rumbling and shaking that rocks the entire tower. And those of you who would be privy to the view of windows, which is not many of you because there are no windows in most of this structure, you would find that there is a moment of dislocation, and everybody needs to make me a quick dexterity saving throw, as the feeling of no longer being where you were has been replaced with being where you are now. Calendria maintains her composure. Rose
I'm
maintains
fly.
her
Do I need to do
composure.
that?
No, I don't think so. You're flying.
If I fail, can I be caught by 3 strings? Nah.
If you fail, what will happen will happen. You do fail, however. And so you tumble out of the table, unfortunately, because you had been lip locked, and then the sudden shunting had sent you topsy turvy. A number of people have fallen over or gasped in panic as the movements have shifted everybody around from where they had been to where they are now. And Twist, you reach the top of the staircase now, and when you arrive in time to see that Volothap, Gadarm, hero of the people, friend to all, is dead.
Thank God.
Well, shit.
Yeah. Hero of the people, friend to all. He is dead.
Well, we're not getting that signed copy now.
So
Come on, it's probably worth more now that he's dead.
You guys are great. You guys are great friends.
Twist will turn to the stairs. I need help up here. Just yell that down.
Hey, Twist, you're by windows. You want to take a quick peek outside real quick?
Sure.
Yeah, you don't need to make a perception check, because you had taken the time to look out the windows beforehand, and you remembered seeing the beautiful cityscape that was Waterdeep. Now, what you end up seeing is not Waterdeep. Instead, the Hawk Tower seems to be floating in a sea of silvery sheen and etherealness. Almost like it's a sea of astral. And yeah, you don't think you're in Waterdeep anymore. It's quite strange. But you gave the call for help. And calling down from the stairs, 2 guards come up. And they see the sight of poor Volothamp lying on the ground dead as well, and one of them quickly reaches for a whistle and blows it, and this whistle is sharp enough to be heard down the staircase. So you all in the smoke parlor hear it as well. They don't move to do anything to you, Twist, because you're the one who called for help, but they see that Volothamp is injured, and one of them, is like, alert everybody, and they quickly follow the procedures of what would happen if somebody was murdered. I will move all those of you that are close enough to participate up.
Hope this ends up
I don't
being
think we're
like
in Waterdeep
Ep2.
anymore.
That's so loud.
Even more. Thank you, Stefan.
Thank you, Stefan. We don't know. It's up to you. The guards will go, we don't know. It's up to you. Yeah. The guards, basically, once you all arrive, are very much just like, we're just here to keep rich nobles from having sex on the tables or stealing stuff. Murder is outside of our wheelhouse. So we'll make sure nobody tries to leave. And one of them looks to the window and nudges the other guard and is like, oh, right, nobody's leaving. Okay, we'll try and make sure nobody panics, and you guys need to figure out what happened here. And so they quickly leave to not deal with this.
Who killed
Yeah,
Volocamp? The board game.
There's the briefest look of disappointment towards towards her companions, towards Twist
Where the
and
fuck is
Calendria,
Begonia?
and Begonia can feel that look of disappointment all the way.
Clone
twins.
immediately, one hand on the hip, looks back. Oh, I'm sorry, was somebody not occupied with twins?
The twins are like, "Oh, we have to go inform the lady that this incident has happened," and each of them
course you do. Convenient.
leans over and kisses an opposite cheek of Rose's before disappearing as well.
Oh my god, they just jumped right out of the tower. No, come back.
They're
like,
"Hi."
Oh, shit, Frost, I just realized I could have named them after the two jesters from Shadowbringers.
Yeah.
That would have been great. Nah.
So I think when
old
the big
junglers.
shake happened, that actually kind of made Begonia's head click. Like, oh shit, I'm supposed to be doing a job, and that didn't sound good.
God, I would hope so. Thank goodness. Oh, Begonia's dead. You put an X on her. Oh, well, I guess new
No,
character.
I meant to put a snail on her because she got knocked prone.
Well, I see an X on her, so I guess she's dead.
No, there's no X. Oh.
Next session.
No X
character
anymore.
reroll.
Oh, you
Yeah.
deleted her token line?
I
No,
didn't delete
no,
her
it's
token.
it.
Chill. So you're up here. So Begonia eventually makes it up. It takes some time to figure out where you all were, but
Yeah.
hey, so Volo's dead.
Could Twist investigate his body?
Absolutely. I would hope so.
I will assist.
Mhm.
Check to make sure he's not playing dead.
Would you like to roll to see if he's playing dead?
I would, because I
punch
wouldn't
him in the junk.
put it past him to do that.
All right.
Sheet.
Punch him in the dick. I hear that's how you
There we
wake
go.
him up.
Yeah. Make sure the rigor mortis hasn't set in, right?
21.
Okay. So. So you're investigating poor Volothamp. So Volothamp's body lays within the center of the room. Yeah, sure. Why not? He's in the center of the room. He lays in the center of the room with blackened veins. There are multiple slashes across his body in combination with a single gut shot wound and a severed tongue. Your investigation check, which actually is enough, deduces that the slashes came from a curved sword of sorts, and the gunshot wound was dealt at point-blank range. There is also a medicine check. Perfect. Inspecting the blackened veins, a successful medicine check reveals that Volo was poisoned just before he died.
Wow, someone really did not like Volothamp.
Yeah, he's been taken several slashes, he was shot, and he had his tongue removed.
Does he have anything in his body? On his body? On the person?
I can tell you what he doesn't have on his body. His tongue. No, it doesn't look like he had been robbed. He would have several, like, inconsequential effects in his pocket. You know, his wallet, used condom from 10 years ago, a couple of dragons. Not actual dragons. Dragons is what the gold coins are called, just to clarify. An actual dragon. But no, there's nothing that would lend itself pertinent evidence by looking through his pockets.
Okay, well, he wasn't robbed, obviously, but they kind of really hated him.
May
Poison, gunshot, multiple slash marks.
I make an investigation to kind of get, like, an idea? Actually, I guess, like, the question is there a way for me to discern foot patterns or struggle or blood spatter analysis, or
Would you
know,
like
this...
to investigate the room?
Yes, absolutely.
Investigate the room, please. 12. Okay.
I'm rolling garbage tonight. Oh my goodness.
Nah. Actually, would your perception be the same or better?
Worse.
Worse? Okay.
Yeah, intelligence is actually much higher than my wisdom.
Okay. I'll treat it as the same DC because it really is. You are not able to find anything.
So I tell the crew, well, I got nothing.
I'll start taking a look around then, but I will, as I'm looking, I do ask. Excuse me. I do ask, Lindra, did you see someone going upstairs when you were coming down? And Twist, did you see anyone coming downstairs when you were going up?
I did see a guy with a large purple hat with a feather in it had come downstairs as I was going up. I nearly bumped into him, but he kind of flourishly bowed to me and we sipped on pie afterwards.
I saw nothing.
Great quality detail.
Great quality detail.
I saw great quality of detail. Everything looked really beautiful.
Guys, make sure you write that down. It was great
Quality of detail. Thank you, nephew. Anybody else want to look around for more stuff?
Yeah, I guess now that there's, nobody to look out for since the thing already happened, I will look around.
20 perception. An 18 perception. Alright, so you two split off and look for clues. I will give the 20 to this one. Alright, within the room, when you look around, you discover lingering in the air, there's the distinct scent of smoke powder. As for, so that would have been for Rose, there's a distinct scent of smoke powder still lingering within the balcony room. Calendria, when you look around, the walls of the room have specks of blood scattered across them. Upon closer inspection, you discover the remains of a bullet embedded within the wall.
Found where a bullet hit. I don't know if this was what got him and just went through.
Definitely passed through. He took a point-blank gut shot wound.
Yeah, Wolfam's not a small guy.
And Twist tried to remove the bullet carefully so not to damage it.
There is an exit wound.
There is an exit wound, yeah.
It's a bullet wound is, she's pointing the wall like here, so he was in the middle, so I put it up. They're kind of staying like where he's supposed to be in the middle. Like, okay, so bullet wound.
Yeah, to like disregard that he's over there in the corner. I just hadn't moved him. He's in the center of the room.
Yeah. So bullet wound is back there. He'd have to be standing. She kind of positioned herself in the right spot, like right here when he got, and then where the person shot him from.
Yeah. There. Now I'm dead. Now I'm dead in the center.
Anyone like really good with
Are these
knowledge
windows?
of
Those are windows. You can see the astral sea out there.
Are they like open windows or like sealed off with glass or something?
They are sealed off with glass.
Do they look like they can be opened?
Do you want to open it?
I want to. No, I just want to know if they can be opened.
You can get closer and inspect it.
I shall do so.
Okay.
Open the window. Let's go first.
I was like, you can definitely open the windows to the Astral Sea, and this will just become a Spelljammer campaign.
My plan has worked.
I'm waiting on a roll.
Oh, investigation or perception?
Either or.
12.
12. So these are specifically described as port windows. Port window. So they do not have the means to be open. Like, I know, like, cruise ship ones can be open, like on a Navy boat, but there are also other ones that just kind of have that shape in design that where they're like not meant to be open. I'm gonna say, for the sake of brevity, these can be opened but should not be opened.
Okay, so someone could have gotten in if they scaled upwards.
Yeah, very likely.
Can I make an Arcana check to figure out, like, what the fuck is actually going on? Like, beyond the Volo case, I think Begonia is more worried about the fact that we're floating in a sea of quicksilver right now.
Certainly.
Arcana work, she said, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you could try Arcana. Try and give a guesstimate. So you don't really have experience with planar travel, being level 3, but you do know that this is unusual.
Do I know it's not the material plane?
You are very aware that this is not the material plane. You know that you are not in Waterdeep anymore. You are not in the material plane. The best guess you can make for this situation is that when Volo died, seemed to be the trigger for this displacement.
Hey guys, can we check to see if, besides his tongue, did it seem like anything was missing from Volo's possession? Or, like, I don't know, does anything around the room look out of place? Or I'm just trying to think, because I don't want to say there were tales as much as legends or folklore where I'm from that the placement of certain things held keys to locking doors, I guess. And I feel like that, I don't know. I'm just really uncomfortable with how this all happened. I mean, I wasn't exactly here, or trying to piece together the mystery. I guess that's what I'm getting at, but something seems off. You don't just teleport a giant construct to wherever we are. Like, it was an ingrained fixture in Waterdeep, you know? There's gotta be something. I don't know, at least personally, of any single magic user that could pull off something like this.
I can think of several.
Well,
wouldn't you
better
have to
one
have?
first than me.
Wouldn't you had to have enchanted the whole bloody thing to do that then?
Isn't this thing already magical?
Yeah, like
That's
giant magical statue.
Well, isn't that the story? These like when all the wizard, she's like, you know, the wizardy shit happened. Like they all came to life. Like the big rumor was that they just kind of, can't say Attack on Titans because that isn't a thing in this world. But yeah, they all were doing their own thing because big spell explosion.
Things went really badly, and then they came alive to protect the city. But points to out the window, we're not in the city.
Yeah,
Well, it doesn't change the fact that it has magic in it, so I don't know.
Doesn't help. I know this one lady I used to fight for, and back in another town talked about teleportation takes a while to do.
Yes.
And you'd have to like set it up because don't you have to like know the place you're going? So this, you said we're
To
at
be
the
safe, yeah.
Astral Sea, right? Did they like ship the whole thing there? With
Look,
this, can you do that with magic?
Here's my guess. If if we got transported here because he died and someone took his tongue, then if we put his tongue back, then we should be transported back and he'd be alive again.
Explain that.
Worth a try.
It's worth a try.
Also, would find the killer at that point in time.
Mhm.
Yeah, well, here's what we know. He was killed with curved blades that were poisoned. Gunshot wound. There's the smell of smoke powder, which I assume is from the gun, and he's missing his tongue. The windows can be open, so potentially someone could have scaled those, and...
Well,
Hey, Effie, I don't know if you're hanging around, but if you got any input on what's going on here, that'd be cool.
Who's that?
Effie, my patron.
She's like, I was too busy watching you lock lips with that handsome bard.
I was working.
You were working it all right.
you know, it doesn't help that we don't know if
Just
it was
eating
one.
popcorn waiting for it.
We don't know if there was one or two or multiple attackers, because multiple slashes and a gunshot. You'd have to be careful with the poison blade.
So, best guess to say at least two, because
Twist, what did this person coming down the stairs look like?
they had an eye patch, they had a big purple hat, and a feather in it, and Fred, what race were they?
They appeared to be a drow.
And they seemed like a drow.
Well, it doesn't sound like the same drow if they only had one eye and were wearing purple instead of that, but...
They weren't an asshole either, so...
That is definitely different, then.
That is definitely different. That sets him apart implicably.
He did murder, but he's not a dick.
I have a question, Rin. Are any of Volo's wounds currently bleeding?
Probably all of them. He was
Okay.
only recently murdered. He's freshly killed.
And you said his veins were black. What color
Yes.
is his blood?
Blood color.
Okay.
Probably with a little black too, because the poison got into his veins.
Can I observe the body to see how the poison was administered?
You can make a medicine check to see how the poison was administered.
Yeah.
DC 10. So, based off of what everybody else had found and looked at earlier, I will say that the DC is lowered so that the 10 is enough to kind of trace the source. The source of the poison does not appear to be from the slashes. It appears to be from the gut wound.
The gut wound, you say. Okay.
Which was the bullet?
Mm-hmm.
Poisoned bullet.
So I have a cartographer's toolkit, which
That is for
would
making maps.
I know, but it would likely have cotton in it. I would like to try to take some of the blood from the wound there and absorb it within the cotton or my linen or the whatever I'm using as paper, I guess.
Absolutely. Please give me a cartographer tool roll.
With what attribute?
Whatever you feel is appropriate for extracting this blood.
I feel like I'm being a smarty pants, so
Okay.
intelligence.
Wonderful. Now give me a DC or a D100.
29.
Excellent. Now I'm going to need another roll from you because you are handling poison.
Yes.
I need to find where it is.
Constitution saving throw is what I'm expecting to have to take.
That is what's I'm going to need from you now, but let me find the DC. So you can go ahead and roll it.
Oh, no.
Awesome.
Have you ever been hit by purple worm poison before? No.
Yeah. Have you ever...
Volo would have been melted if it was purple worm poison.
That's true.
Just a puddle of Volo.
He just died from the shock damage. He couldn't take the poison damage.
Oh, so this one actually doesn't have a DC. I'll just say it still requires it. So, I'm going to roll this. And you take 10 poison damage.
Ouchie.
Yep, it makes contact with your skin, and it does not feel good.
I more than yelp. I kind of belt, and I'm like, what the?
It burns.
What'd you do? What
I
happened?
like recoil and shake my hand. I'm like,
Don't you
and
have
like
gloves?
all of the color from my cheeks rush out, and I go a bit pale, and I'm like, yeah, that's poison, all right. Holy shit.
I told you it was poison.
Yeah, but I wanted to figure out what kind. Obviously, the kind that hurts like a motherfucker.
Poison usually does.
It's safe to say that Volo died in a great deal of agony.
Yeah, he wasn't feeling great when he died. That's for sure.
Yeah,
Twist's
but
gonna ritual cast Tech Poison Disease.
how bad did that hurt?
On a scale of 1 to 22, 10.
That's accurate.
And nobody heard any cry in pain. I didn't hear any commotion.
Look, I'm
His
guessing
tongue
he
has
died.
been removed.
Here's the thing.
So
I
we've
think
placed that the tongue was removed before the poison because it would take a much stronger willpower than I would imagine Volo has to not squeal.
That's true.
I think he died instantly.
Looks like and then they just mutilated it to throw us off from either who did it or they
they
really
wanted
did
time
not
to
like
escape,
him.
which they're probably doing right now. We should probably go downstairs.
Well, at least to be fair, it's not like anybody can leave currently with the,
It's not like anybody can go anywhere.
I mean, traditionally go anywhere.
That's some kind of weird defense thing that this.
I'm going
She
to.
starts like looking around. Did the statue know he was murdered and teleported us to the Astral Sea as a lockdown method?
That would be fucking cool.
That would
But
be very
like,
cool.
I kind of clink my little my amulet, and I'm like, there's non-traditional ways to hide and to escape, you know. You just need the right means.
All right. So, important question, because I know Dougler said they needed to go to sleep as soon as this is over, which is in 5 minutes. Did you all want to stop and leave a cliffhanger, or keep going for a little because I don't have to go to work, so I'm not in an immediate need to stop. But I know Dougler
I mean, a
expressed
cliffhanger is
tiredness.
perfect. And it
Yeah,
lets
we
us
could
think about all kinds of things.
Think of all kinds of crazy shit. That's true.
We have 2 weeks to stew on it too. It's gonna drive me
There's-
bonkers.
No, it's gonna drive me bonkers because I have to live with Shay, who's going to be trying to figure it out.
It's gonna be a nice vacation of 1 billion questions. Rin's gonna come back and it's just gonna be me sending like 100 messages of the Always Sunny poster board with the lines everywhere. Like, okay, I think I figured it out.
We come
Elminster
back,
did
we
it.
come back from vacation, and I just say, Volo killed himself. You solved the mystery.
Just like, you know what, guys? The dragon heisted himself. It's
right.
over.
Yeah. They did the dragon hoist, and it was good.
And now we're water deep
Yeah.
in the Astral
Yeah,
Sea.
yeah.
There you go.
Ren, you set yourself up to ruin that vacation.
I honestly,
gonna be-
I'm gonna be honest. I didn't expect an hour of shopping, But
I'm so sorry.
it's fine.
Look, I'm
y'all
I
doing
can't
character
wait.
development. I'm not actually bothered by it.
I can't wait to hear the get some random message at like 2 a.m. as I'm trying to go to sleep for my little home test sleep study, all hooked up to 47 machines, and I just get a message from Rin. So we're laying in bed trying to sleep, and she's asked me 40 questions now.
Listen, I can tell you with great confidence that it will be the last thing she's worried about once our vacation actually gets started. So it's fine.
I
I'm
was expecting
confident.
this to be Who, but in Waterdeep, but I think that may be ruled out.
It's Rose, we all know it.
It was
Damn
Rose. Rose.
No, it was 3-string the whole time.
You,
God damn
you
it.
invited the murderer.
I was making out with the dwarf next to him the whole time. I just never opened my eyes.
You were so
Yeah.
drunk you didn't realize. Yeah. He wasn't gonna
Wow,
say
you
no.
grew facial hair so fast, 3-strings.
I know
There
he
you
shaved
go.
and everything for the
I'm sure
alibi.
you can pluck 3 of my string.
3 strings
Dang.
playing us all like fiddles.
I played us like a damn fiddle. Anywho, I suppose that'll be where we wrap up then, because it seems to be the unanimous decision. So Dougler can get some sleep.
Yeah,
Thank
get
you
your
all
sleep.
for watching. This has been Waterdeep Epic Heist. We will be back on the 3rd of November, because Shay and I are going on vacation. This will be the last episode seen for the month of October. So y'all have a good rest of your month. In November, we may come back with sponsors if they're still doing sponsors when we get back. Because people like HelloFresh did actually send sponsors that I unfortunately had to refuse because we would be busy. It's fine. That's